Yo, 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 what's poppin', 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 what's poppin'? What's poppin', people? Back like we never left BDA. Uh, One Piece chapter 889 is out on Jaminus Box. See, a few people have done reactions on this already. Shout out to Bao. He let me know that this was out 2 hours ago. And I was tired, man. I was tired. But anyway, we're here now. So let's get into it. One Piece chapter 889. Shout out to the chat. I know it's late or early, rather. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I wanted to get this out of the way. I know I haven't streamed in a while. It's been about, I don't know, 4 days or so. You know, and I've been meaning to upload videos. I have videos uploaded. I just gotta make them go live, I guess. But I've been working on other stuff to kind of make them better. So guys, bear with me. We'll get there as far as daily uploads eventually. But yeah, shout out to the chat. I'm excited for this chapter. I haven't heard anything about it. I know I talked to Pharaoh the other day. He said the spoilers were okay. So we'll see. We'll see. And shout out to all the people that they what they do. They've been commenting that they finished the 9-hour stream we did the other day. Shout out to you guys. Like, watching 9 hours of us. That's commendable, man. That's commendable based on some of the shit we say sometimes. So that's commendable, yo. Shout out to you guys. Also, there's a Reverie picture going around on Twitter, made by Jordan, I believe. I don't remember. I'll get his Twitter name, but it's amazing. Everybody that attended the Reverie, the last Reverie at least, Teching, Roger, myself, Matt B, for Neverworld. It's crazy. It's crazy, but it's dope. But yeah, let's get right to the chapter. One Piece 889. Unknown Mama. All right, Unknown Mama. Let's see here. We see Violet and Rebecca again. All right, Violet and Rebecca again. We haven't seen them in a while. It's good to see Rebecca and Violet, especially Violet, for obvious reasons. Let's see. And Leo and the Tontadas. I don't know. The Tontadas, man, they give you a... Oh, shit. Hold up. Fuck Tontadas right now. Let's get to this chapter. An Unknown Mama. Alright. Damn you, little rabbit. The 26th Sun's counterattack. Let's do this. Genie. Rub. Did you call for me, master? Time to show you what we can do. So she took the helms again. Okay, so Carrot is hopping from ship to ship. Okay, this panel is kind of unclear. It looks like he sliced some shit in half. Okay, please stop, Master Daifuku. Damn her, she took helms again. That crafty little rabbit. She's jumping around from ship to ship. She's truly amazing. What Carrot is able to do something like that? That's my little sis. Okay. If the moon cycle and weather conditions are favorable, the minks are quite strong. It is said that when the minks gaze at an unobscured full moon, their feral instincts are awakened from the depths of their memories. That white beastly form is called Sulong. Okay, so we would speculate as far as like what caused it, and essentially looking at the moon does this. So this should be easily replicated if the sight of a moon does this, right? Can't you procure like something similar, or pretty much like, for instance, Kinemon. Can't Kinemon technically create like a fake moon? I know Kinemon's drawing like is terrible, but that can be used, right? Kinemon is going to be in Wano. So I would think it's like saying Wano, like the Minks are losing, they need a quick boost. Kinemon, straight up, yo, fake moon out of here, yo. And they can get a power up from that. That could be my theory. I don't know. We may make a video on it. Probably not, judging by how shit normally goes. But hey, that's my Kinemon makes a fake moon. Anyway, originally the transformation made them lose their minds and cause damage indiscriminately. It was troublesome for both other people and themselves. If the Mink tribe is unable to suppress themselves within one night, they will die from the exhaustion of fighting. Kanjuro, not Kinemon, Kanjuro. This is interesting. Do you remember that the Minx dog if I say Dog Storm and Cat Viper, Inuyasha and Nekomamushi, they hate each other for some reason. It says originally the transformation made them lose their minds and cause damage indiscriminately. So, what I'm thinking is, back then, that I believe that could be the cause of the rift, where the training for like controlling this kind of started with the Dukes. They probably lost someone this way. Or lost a bunch of Minks this way. I believe that Peckham's probably doesn't have the training to control it. Okay. If the Mink tribe is alright, let's go to the next page. It's a double-edged sword. So basically, it's a combat technique that reduces their lifespan. That's a bit extreme, right? Because Jimbo didn't say it kills their lifespan. If they die from exhaustion. I don't know if that necessarily takes away your lifespan. One Piece is just so extreme sometimes. It's a combat technique. Just because you get super tired doesn't mean that you're gonna die faster. Carrot stealing the enemy's helms is truly a genius strategy. With that in mind, I'll provide assistance until we are close enough to fight too. Assistant Brook, you won't fall into the sea? Yo! That's right, he can walk on the sea because he's so light. Let's leave the securing of the escape route to the two of them. Stop right there. The enemy's on the backside as well. Huff, huff. Prometheus. Big Brother Peros, Mama is acting strange, isn't she? Zeus, Perorin, yes I know. She's becoming skinnier and she's having a hard time breathing. Call for Zeus and Prometheus right now. That's what Mama wants. It's been 8 hours since her eating disorder was triggered. We've never had a problem stopping Mama's fit of rage before, and I've never seen Mama this starved. Even for us, the Mama from here on out is an unknown monster. I said this last time that they've never seen her like this. So everything that's happening here going forward is new, right? Because they mentioned at the tea party, hey, she's never done this before. Like, she's never gotten this mad. Because she got so mad, like, she didn't know what to do. Like, they thought she would go, like, she would rage, but she was incapacitated for a while. It was like, yo, this has never happened before. So, this is echoing my sentiments that this is unknown. What we're going to see from here is genius when you think about it, because Oda doesn't have to piggyback off of things that's happened before, and he doesn't have to, okay, how will the characters react based on what they've seen before. Everything, it's easier based on the setup because everything that's happened, everything that's happening right now is new. So you don't have to focus on like character traits. You can write the story essentially with no qualms going forward because it's a whole new thing. Because people are like, this has happened before. Why are you reacting like this? But this is entirely a different situation, different circumstance. So just it's amazing. I just wanted to point that out. How will we have to wait it out until we get to Cacao Island? That reminds me of Big Bro Pedos. A report came in that Pudding is currently transporting the cake in our direction on a ship. Is that true? She's our guardian angel. There's more, Big Bro Pedos. It's true that Pudding is coming, but the cake is actually being transported by Beige's ship. Okay, Perorin. Why is the cake that's gonna save this country on that assassin's ship? I'm not sure. What are we going to do now? There's no way that cake isn't sabotaged. Within the Beige ships, within the territory, Beige ships, stop joking around. I will absolutely not allow that. This cake would definitely reach Big Mom's mouth, right? What kind of idiot would add in poison or explosives? Why is Sanji breathing heavily? Okay, at this moment you have the opportunity to take out one of the Yonko. How do you even realize how big of an opportunity this is right now? Or do you even realize how big of an opportunity this is right now? Shut up. This is a battle with the cook's pride on the line. Don't interfere. The taste alone will defeat the enemy. Oh, Sanji. Sanji. Oh, Sanji. Oh my god. What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about, bro? Listen. Are you what? What do you mean? What? Come on, bro. Listen. I guess that's confidence in your cooking skill, but bro, if they want to put poison in the goddamn cake, let them put poison in the cake, yo. Do you really think that you can make a cake that would surpass her greatest imagination? This is the same one who has eaten all the... Okay. Oh my fucking god. Can you imagine? Do you hear this dialogue? You hear this dialogue right now? Do you really think you can make a cake that will surpass her greatest imagination? This is the same woman who has eaten all of the delicious snacks from around the world throughout her lifetime. What you're trying to achieve is impossible. What? It sounds like a play. Yeah, well, if we don't make the cake, our lives are as good as gone. Is that what you want? Even if we succeed, they definitely won't let us leave alive. Does this mean they're gonna let us leave alive? I don't know about now, but do you know what kind of person Big Mom was in the past? If we don't get rid of her now, we will definitely regret it later. I'll show you. Fork, cake. Definitely Shokugeki no Soma. Alright, Father. What did you do to Father? This is some Food Wars shit. This is One Piece comedy at its finest, right? I get it. It's One Piece comedy. And this is how Oda does it. Not what I wanted right here. Oh, man. Blackleg. What exactly did you make father eat? You should ask. This cream is so good that I could go to heaven right now. He's about to die from deliciousness. Oh, my God. Like, can you imagine the anime? Like, Sanji, fork in his mouth. Then it's like, toom. Then all the guns are on him. Listen up, Age. You're free to try to assassinate if you want, but do that after I fill the stomach of my guest. I will feed those. I will feed those that want to eat. That's a cook's job. All right, Miss Pudding, why are you... I love Pudding, man. Pudding is just like, oh. Pudding's like my nigga. Pudding's like, oh my God, he's so cool. Why are you? Yo, Beige, it's been a while, but even I helped out this time around. Believe in the power of snacks. That'll be... Ay. Alright. Damn it. Damn it. It's like I've been hypnotized. But this bliss that's spreading that yo, but this bliss that's spreading throughout my mouth. That's what she said. Oh man, now let's hurry. Has the cream coating been completed? Just a little more. Miss Chiffon, 2 cooks have fallen to the sweet aroma. Get a hold of yourselves. Please be safe. I'm heading to you now, Nami-san. Are we gonna get any Luffy Katakuri? Come on. Within the territory at sea, Zeus and Prometheus. Hurry, which way? Straight ahead, I can feel Napoleon's presence. It's because you went back to eat the forest fire. Who's the one that caused me so much harm, Zeus? I can't believe you let yourself be used by the enemy. We are homies that were born straight from Mama's soul. Mama won't let you off easily if she finds out that you betrayed her to eat. I'm sorry. Oh, man. Oh, man. Within the territory, the Sunny. The helm isn't working. We're going to be swept away. A path opened up. So Carrot is still doing her acrobatic shit where she's just taking out fodder and the helms and the static. Hold up. My consciousness is fading. I'll have to stop soon. How many of them are left? You've been fighting for 5 minutes. This shit worse than Gear 4. Listen, man. Listen, yo. Listen. I get it. Carrot, she's been trained by Pedro, but I assume that she's not. I kind of predict that their Sulong transformation is kind of like a certification. Carrot ain't got her certificate yet. It's like one of those where it's like she can drive, but she don't got a license. So eventually she gonna crash. So with Carrot using this form right now, she hasn't mastered it yet. So 5 minutes is probably her limit or her max. You know. Let's see. Let's see here. Genie shredding. You know what I'm hoping for? I'm hoping for Daifuku to have some shit where it's like Daifuku can like make a wish on his goddamn genie, he can do it. You know what I mean? Like something like that. Cause I don't know what his fruit is at this point, but the fact he probably has. Did they say lamp? I don't know. I believe they did. I don't remember. But if it's a lamp fruit, the properties, of course, it has a genie. So the genie is gonna be able to do things that a genie should do. I don't know. Let's move forward. Shredding. They'll be okay. Carrot. Even though it's only a little bit of assistance, I've made the ship overall there. I've made the ship over there fall asleep. You saved me. That's our line. Huff, huff. There it is! How do you turn back to normal? If it just blocked my eyes from seeing the moonlight, I'll be able to turn back. That's why Pedro wears his glasses. That's why Doflamingo wears his glasses. He's half mink. We've got it. Can we use a hat or sunglasses or something? But closing our eyes is fine too. The moonlight from a full moon enhances our abilities. Alright, hold up. Hold up. And on one end, looking at the moon does it like enhances their abilities or causes the transformation. On the other end, the moonlight enhances their abilities. Which one is it? Oda. Which one is it? Is it the moonlight or looking at the moon? That was truly beautiful. Alright. Big Brother Peros, Big Brother Daifuku can't do anything anymore. The fleet is being swept away by the currents. Daifuku, how useless. Oh man, Ty's gonna have a field day with this one. Ty's gonna have a field day with this one. Oh man. Thank you, Carrot. We escaped from a big pinch. We were surrounded and about to be sunk. Can I go stay in a room where there's no moonlight? Holy shit. Yeah. Yo. That's dope. Yeah. Zeus Prometheus, are you here? Napoleon changed into a blade. Look at Big Mom, yo. Oh my god. Oh my god. Big Mom looks dope as I mean, this was the spoiler page that shout out to Yonko Productions. He had talked about that they showed at Jump Festa. I'm presuming it's like this panel with Big Mom. Her hair's on fire, and her teeth look sharper. I don't know if her feral instinct has taken over. I don't know what's happening at this point. Obviously, she's losing weight, but she looks a lot more savage. Oh my god. Is that Mama? She looks like a whole different person. Huh? She's so light. Wedding cake. I think this form of Big Mom is the Big Mom that ascended to a Yonko. Wow. Bang! Kai! Oh god, shout out to Bleach, man. That's something on my list that I want to rewatch. Honestly, like I've watched 2 episodes so far of Bleach. I want to rewatch it. But oh god. Big Mom jumps. What did she land on? Big Mom looks so savage. Oh my god. Big Mom looks so dope. Yo. Hand it over. No way. Look at Carrot like, I'm done, bitch. I can't do anything else. Karen like, don't look at me, nigga. Yo, Karen's like, yo, don't look at me, nigga. I'm done. Brooke is like, ah. Where is the cake? Jimbo's like, you guys, stand down. Be prepared to abandon ship, yo. Oh my god. Ah. Big Mom has gone Ultra Instinct. She's out of energy and her body. Oh my god. This looks amazing. This looks great. But if she's already like this, Sanji's cake is definitely going to do a lot to her. I'm not sure if it takes her out. I'm not sure about that. Like, because they still have to hype up the Yonko. It could take a bit more. They've been hinting towards, like, Beige doing something after that. The fact that they talked about also, like, I guess, what is it? Them leaving after, like, saving Big Mom. I don't know if that may happen, where some of the family may look the other way. It depends on what happens. It depends. This is great stuff. This is great stuff. Nami's like, yo, she got top tier titties. Listen. Oh. Let me see. What time is it? I'm gonna have a quick discussion. Because I was gonna do that. What? I was gonna do that later, since I am off today, but I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna have a short discussion now. I'm gonna see who's around. I'll shoot the link out and see who wants to jump in really quickly. Just have a quick discussion about the chapter, probably 30 minutes or so, because I got some stuff I want to do. Hold up. 1 second. Then I'm gonna read some of the chat. What's happening in the chat? I'm gonna read some of that, and get some people in here to see if they want to talk about the chapter. It's pretty early. I saw Dritz in the chat. I saw Drizzly in the chat. Saw Dustin in the chat. See if they want to jump in. I'm gonna send the link out. Hold fast. Odo the right in a way for them to escape. I mean, yeah. But you want them to die? Is that, come on, yo? Like, come on. What are we talking about here? Like, they chirping. Hold up, yo. Hold up. Let me send a link out. Some of my guys. I got you, Dustin. Okay. Just Dustin and Dritz, they want in. This is the Big Mom that I was waiting for. Her fat ass form was trash. This is godly. I mean, we have to. I think Pharaoh made a video about this like 2 years ago. Something crazy like that. Pharaoh made a video about this like a minute ago. I'm not gonna lie. About Big Mom's true form. If I remember correctly. And he had like this super dope clickbaity picture. Is like, it blew up too. It definitely blew up too. After you watch and realize that Ichigo had the same crazy powers as Jugram Hoshwald and empowered his friends with his soul. Say, what does Brago do for a living? Swag. Hold up. 30. Yeah, I just woke up from a 2-hour nap. Yeah, I took a nap early today. King of Lightning's reaction being 2018. I don't know. King has been he been a bit earlier? He's been a bit more on time. He's been a bit more on time lately. A bit more. Not gonna lie. He has. And he's been dropping a lot more videos. So King is back, man. Cole is back. Let's take 30 minutes. Yo, Brago, do you think that Jimbo is going to fight Big Mom? He's going to attempt to do it. Brago, bring a UK nigga in. Like who? It's a 30 minutes rule. We got 3 hours of Brago streaming. Listen, man. We ain't doing 3 hours. That's 100%. We're not doing that because I got to leave out and take my son to the bus stop. So that's not happening. So I'm definitely not gonna be here for 3 hours. Since the bus comes a lot sooner than then. But yeah, the plan is 30 minutes right now because I'm gonna have another discussion later, and I got something special planned. You know. Hold on, let me send a link out. But it's almost Christmas Eve, yo. I took a picture today. I was in FYE. I don't know if you guys know what that store is. For Your Entertainment, I believe that was. And I saw like they had a bunch of like One Piece shit, which was dope as hell to see. Hold up. Fuck. Brago definitely streaming for ages. Big Mom got more forms in high school. Forums. Wow, that's what we call like grades in the Caribbean. I believe that's what they call them in the UK as well. So that's funny. That's funny seeing forms. Okay. Oh shit. Let's get Corey in here as well. See, Corey can jump in. Hold up. But I'm not gonna lie, yo. Like seeing this form of Big Mom, I want to see two Yonkos go at it. And it's sad that we're not going to see Blackbeard and Shanks because Oda is not going to reveal all the Blackbeard shit. And I don't know. It's kind of sad. It's kind of sad because you can reveal shit like that, but then have Blackbeard use new shit versus Luffy or enhance stuff. But give us an idea of Blackbeard and what the secret that he's been hiding. That's what I'm hoping for. Where Oda goes, because Oda's kind of been breaking his formula a bit. Where Whole Cake, well, not really. Not really. I mean, Whole Cake is pretty much like it's just they deviated. But the Straw Hats always deviate. They don't. If they go into an island, they never actually accomplish like all they want to accomplish. Like that rarely happens. Rarely. So, for Shanks and Blackbeard, hopefully Oda goes the route where it's like, oh shit, like he's showing us everything. He's giving us a full-fledged fight between two Yonko. You know, even if he gives us some Ben Beckman and Shiryu, you know, and Mihawk joins him because Mihawk's like, yo, a secret member of Shanks' crew, some crazy shit like that. I'm not sure if that's a meta theory, but that's something I've been thinking for a while. That Foob.
What's poppin'?
What's poppin', bro?
Yo,
Dustin, what's good, bro?
Man.
What's up, Fruit?
What's up? How's it going, Dustin?
Shit, about to listen to Huncho Jackson as I finish fucking with Brago.
Yo,
fuck, I'm actually up for these early morning chapters for once.
Yeah, the chapter came out like 3-4 hours ago or some shit.
Yeah, it came out at 11 o'clock Central Time.
For real? Damn, it came out a while
ago.
Yeah.
I took a nap and I woke up and it was up.
Yeah, this is the first chapter I haven't read spoilers for in like 6 months.
So did you enjoy the chapter more or?
I mean, I can't really tell because I didn't really like. It's not. Be wrong. I did not like the chapter.
Wait, Froob. I didn't hear that, Froob.
I enjoyed this chapter a lot. I ain't a 10 out of 10 and shit like that, but it was a good read.
Yeah, I think the shit with Big Mom, like that was like obviously the best part. The shit with Sanji is just, oh man, that stuff is just so corny to me at this point. That it's just like...
I don't know. It's funny. I feel like they were going for comedy there, personally. I mean, at first I was trying to take it serious. I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna go too crazy with it. I mean, I don't know, man. That's Sanji's.
Yeah, but it's like, why do all of Sanji's plot points have to get like turned into comedy? And it's like, you know what I mean? Like in Fishman Island, it was like he was like fucking dying to fucking like nosebleeds and shit like that.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. That was ridiculous.
I mean, the titties were too much for him to handle. I mean, listen, the chapter I think overall was a really good chapter. I mean, seeing Big Mom in this state is interesting. I don't know the carrot. What do you guys think about the carrot too long stuff?
I laughed. It's pretty
actually kind of funny. Yeah. I laughed at it.
I don't know. Like, it just kind of feels like she just accomplished nothing.
Yeah.
Well, the ships they can't they
don't know
get
about
but that's
that.
they get caught up in the
Definitely.
current and they can't they can't steer away. So that's a success, right?
She
I
did
think
what she needed to do.
Yeah. Yo, why is this shit?
And then
someone's looking at it like we wanted to see her fight in this new powder form, but she said from the get go that she was gonna be useful. She never said she was gonna fight anybody.
yeah, because I think I would. I mean, I know I would be a little salty if she just like powered up and like beat Daifuku like right there.
But I feel like
Why?
from the jump we
Fuck
said that there's no way she's beating Daifuku. Like because like it's been settled for that to be Sanji's
Yeah,
fight.
I don't think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's Sanji's fight at the end of the day. I feel like
Chapter was not kind to Daifuku. I mean, I don't know. I feel like whenever we saw Oven again and now we see Daifuku, we kind of realize that they're both kind of idiots.
Yeah, Daifuku seems to be like you said before, dude, super aggressive. Like he's just
Yeah, like he has a short temper. Like
yeah,
but like both him and Oven, like they're just doing shit like randomly. Like
they're just swinging.
they're like let
yeah.
their emotions take control so easily. They're just
Yeah.
destroying stuff, getting in the way.
Yeah.
Not like they're using their brain or whatever.
But I don't know.
Someone
Dude,
pointed out that Peckham's glasses. That's probably why it's part of his design because of that whole moon shit we just learned about.
shit, bro, they stole my theory from like 2 chapters ago, man. They just reiterated. But nah, yeah, more than likely. But something in this chapter though, they said like, okay, Carrot staring at the moon is why she's transforming, right? But
Yeah.
then they also said the moonlight enhances our abilities. So, which one is it?
Why not both?
Yeah, right.
I mean, yeah, but then why does looking
Look
away
at them
from
in the transform, but you still gotta. I don't know, like I look at it kind of like you get like a base power from the moonlight, but like the transform, you have to look directly into it, kind of thing.
maybe that's how the moonlight transfers into their bodies to their eyeballs.
Okay.
It's like Dragon Ball Z.
Right,
And before
right.
Sonic.
So, but that's what I'm saying. Like, this is the moonlight enhances the ability. So it's like, okay, so you can be enhanced without looking at the moon. So why doesn't Carrotless fight with closing her eyes like Fujitora, get the observation haki? I mean, I feel like that's the way around it if that's the issue here. But her
Well,
getting
she said that she can close her eyes or cover her head to not
to not be
get out of it.
transformed, but like the moonlight is still affecting her apparently.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
You know, I mean,
she
like,
got to go higher.
I guess you would imagine like the moonlight, just like the base moonlight, isn't enough to like be useful in that degree.
So
Like,
you have to look into it.
yeah, like maybe you get like a little bit stronger, but it's not like you change into like the Sulong form.
Yeah.
Do y'all think she gonna go back into it? Because they hinted that like they got an uncontrolled form of it and they'll die in a day if they don't get back to their senses.
Yeah, I
feel
feel like that was
Shit,
only
no.
introduced to just be foreshadowing the Peckhams.
Peckhams.
Yeah, that's true
100%
too. That's
Peckhams.
possible.
And Dritz, I was thinking like back then, this transformation was probably like this whole training stuff probably started with the Dukes, like where they started like training people to kind of control it. Where I feel like something happened
Yeah, I
in
can
the
see that,
past between like the Dukes, where someone lost control, and something happened. Maybe
Yo,
like that
if
third
you-
person you were talking about.
Check out my theory.
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah, that
the
third
third
person you were
Mingula
talking
died
about.
because of it.
Yeah, they died because of the transformation that
I
caused
don't
the
know.
Dukes.
If you notice, like on the first panel of the first chapter, Oda actually messed up.
How?
It shows Daifuku, right? And it says the 26th sun is going to counterattack, but Daifuku is the third sun, and Bavaros is the 26th, and Bavaros didn't do anything in this chapter.
Maybe something is coming. I don't know. I don't know.
In this chapter,
But Barbara's he had some great
we just didn't
dialogue.
see
No,
the counterattack.
he had some great dialogue. this
Are we
time.
are we upset that we got no Luffy Katakuri or it was not a big deal?
Nah, it doesn't
Nah.
matter.
I mean, I was
Yeah.
like reading through the chapter and I was like, yeah, we gonna get it. But the chapter was satisfying enough where it's like, it's fine. It's
Do you
fine.
feel like he's padding it out too much though?
And I feel like they're fighting right now.
Well, I feel like
they're
you kinda have no
they're
choice
fighting right
because-
now. Oda's gonna off screen some of it, 100%.
Well, a lot of it's actually been off screen
Yeah.
because update it was 15 past 6, and now it's 9 o'clock.
Yeah, I forgot about it.
Right? So it's
goddamn.
like, come on, man. Like really?
So the thing is, like, we don't really know how much time passed in between like Big Mom getting off of Nuts Island
yeah,
and then like finding the city. So there's like a warp in there.
yeah.
A lot of time, maybe it was a little bit. Luffy kind of carry stuff. It just go on for the next at least 4 hours, I would assume.
It seems
there's gonna
like
be a lot more.
It's becoming an afterthought. I mean, I know Oda's gonna focus on it eventually and show us like the how it ends and all shit like that. But we all said that if that's gonna be Luffy's final fight, then Oda's gonna have to set up all the others' fights before going back to
Dustin,
it.
you got some background noise or some shit.
My bad, bro. It's gone now.
All right, yeah, we're good.
But yeah, if it goes the route of like this is Luffy's like shining moment in the arc where it's like defeating Katakuri, then everybody else fight is gonna have to at least be set up and started before going back to the Katakuri fight.
Yes, we got like 4 hours left.
Yeah.
I mean, the way I see it is kind of like, well, I mean, this is just kind of how the arc seems to be going, and like in general is like, there's gonna be this shit with Big Mom, and then we're gonna cut away from it, and then we're gonna finish the Luffy versus Katakuri fight, and like right before the Straw Hats are about to fucking like die or some shit, Luffy's gonna come in, and then they're gonna get away, and then Sanji's gonna save the day with the cake.
The way I kind of
Blah, blah,
imagine
blah.
it is that like something's gonna happen. They're gonna be like waiting on Luffy because they all expect Luffy to be there at the time limit, but in typical dramatic fashion, I expect that they're gonna be waiting for Luffy and they're gonna be like, "Oh, where is he?" And like Luffy's gonna like punch Katakuri like through the mirror ward or something, and like everyone will see like, "Oh, Katakuri's defeated" or something.
Wait, so do you
But
think they're
see,
gonna wrap that side up before Luffy gets there, and then they're gonna
Yeah, that's what I'm
wait?
saying.
No,
No, they won't.
Nothing's gonna get like. I feel like everything will be resolved because something else has to happen after Big Mom eats the cake. It's not over.
See, it's
after that.
weird to me though, like that if they set up the fights like Brago's saying, it's weird to me that they'll have fights still going on after Luffy finishes his final fight, if that is his final
Oh
fight.
yeah,
Exactly. That's I feel like Luffy's gonna be. Well, no, they're gonna finish their fights first.
Yeah,
why I don't
they got
think
4 hours to do that.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone is even getting fights because I don't see
Yeah,
where we even have
honestly,
time for
I've
fights.
been skeptical for the
You
past
think
like
so?
4
I think
weeks.
people.
But
I think we're getting
I
fights.
no longer think it's gonna be any 1v1s.
I think so.
In the
Hey,
true
what's going on,
fashion.
y'all? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, it's
Yo,
okay.
yo,
Yeah,
what's
what's
up?
up?
Cool. Hey, what's going on, y'all?
Chilling, man. Just talking to.
We all good.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
finally
but I
caught
feel like
y'all.
any fights we get, it's just going to be like short, really, really short. Nothing compared to like the typical 1v1s that we get in normal arcs.
So is Jinbe about to 1v1 Big Mom right now or no?
Fuck no.
No, I mean there are so many ways for him to get out of it.
They're gonna.
So many. I haven't
It's like,
I
alright.
don't think a single one.
Bro, really? I mean, I have at least like 4 or 5.
All right,
Hey,
dudes,
go
give
ahead.
us one.
List them off.
Well, since we know that it's 9 p.m., the Straw Hats left Cow Island around 3 o'clock. That was whenever Sanji started preparing to bake the cake. So you have like a 6-hour time span where they've been sailing in a direction. Sanji left at around 6:15. So if you're kind of like comparing ships sailing directly at each other, Sanji should basically be right there.
Okay, yeah. I mean, that's the one
So
thing
you
I
have a
thought.
10-hour time span. You have 6 people coming. You have 6 hours, and then you have like roughly 3 hours or a little bit more. So he should basically be right there. So Sanji bringing the cake should solve problems. 2, you have the Sun Pirates. They could be around if like people choose to abandon ship. 3, you have the possibility of the Germa showing up because we do know they are in the vicinity. 4, we have the possibility that Big Mom is looking for the cake and she finds out that there is no cake on the ship. She goes into a rampage. She, finally, the foreshadowing. She beats the shit out of Sparrow, and she gets to go into a rampage and things can go from a different spot from there. I mean, there's a lot of options available.
I've been waiting for people to say this. Nobody said it yet, but Sparrow knows that the cake is tampered with. So you think he's gonna try to intervene with her eating the cake, even if it does arrive?
Well, that's it. That's something
I
I was
don't
saying.
think
That
so.
the cake. I don't know, like if the cake is necessary at this point as far as taking out Big Mom, because they're hinting towards the fact that she's super exhausted, and this is a state that they've never seen before. So I don't know if I don't know if Big Mom is going to allow him to do that. Like he could try, because like he's saving.
Yes, I mean, like try to.
He could try to do that. And Big Mom just takes him out. Like, what are you doing? Like this is the cake, that I want to eat. I don't know. That's interesting.
I mean,
And I don't think it's gonna have the effect. I don't think it's gonna have the effect on her that Capone that is having on Capone
And
or
everybody.
the chef, like on regular people. You know what I'm saying? It
thing
could.
is, how
Well-
can they abandon the ship though? Because where the fuck is the ship gonna go? They need the ship.
Well, the thing is, that's why they're not going to abandon the ship.
Well, I mean, the thing is right? Big
Unless
Mom already
they
landed on
fucking
the
pull a
ship.
fucking Annie's Lobby V2 and we get the Sunny sailing in to save the day on Chocolate Island.
Well,
Well,
to me, the ship kind of like got out of danger as soon as Big Mom landed on it, because I read the spoilers, as I usually do, and like one of the biggest things I was talking to like JB about is that Big Mom she could have attacked it while she was in there, and that would force him to get up. And now that she's on there, it's kind of like, well, is she going to destroy the ship while she's on the ship? I don't know. I kind of feel like it's safe.
I don't think she's taking out the ship. I think Jimbo was saying that just because, like, the worst case scenario, just be prepared,
Yeah.
just in case.
Yeah. Although it's kind of interesting that Jinbei, the helmsman, is like, get off the ship.
Right. I mean, but she's on the ship now, so it's like he's like, shit. There's nothing I can do to evade her now. She's already here. So
Yeah.
I
So
guess,
the fact that the cake won't be there should probably come into play at some point.
I mean, probably.
Although that Big Mom said like 7 words that weren't wedding cakey. Oh, dude, I was so hyped. I was like, you got a
Oh, she's
vocabulary,
actually
woman.
speaking again.
Thank you. Thank you,
I don't
Yonko.
know. This state is like, it looks amazing, man. Like I'm not gonna lie, I want to see this more of this Big Mom, but somehow the star has getting away from this Big Mom. It's like, does that kind of underrate her more? Like if they get away from her, like if like say
Well, they've
Germa
already
shows up.
gone away from her like 5 times, so at this point, it doesn't really matter. Though.
I mean, it depends on how it's done.
I mean, the only thing I could see is like, the only way I could see them getting away this time is if someone like throws her into the ocean or some shit.
Who the hell gonna go push
I don't
Big
think that's
Mom?
gonna
In?
happen.
I don't know, man. I don't know how that's gonna
There's
work.
also another option. I forgot to add. So
another
Zeus is there. So Zeus and Nami. Something else could happen.
Oh yeah.
Nami
Yeah,
uses
so that's another
Zeus
option.
again.
That would suck.
Yeah, it would.
Question. So, as far as Big Mom, do you guys think we're gonna see a slimmer Big Mom like when we see her again, or do you think she's just gonna be back to her
I mean, it
usual
depends if it's
physique?
her, if this is a power up or not. I don't know if it is.
But once she eats the cake, she'll probably go back to normal.
I don't think she's gotten any.
Well,
I
I
don't
don't
think
think she's gotten any stronger.
Or
Yeah, I don't know if she got any stronger, but I don't think she's gotten any
Because
weaker.
she's
I think she's
Like,
definitely gotten stronger to the point of being more elusive. Because they even said, look, she's light. Like it's like the fact that she can move around a lot more easily. That automatically makes her stronger, right?
Is somebody dog?
I mean, she's on the sea, so her being fast is
No,
not
it's
like
me.
relevant. I feel like.
I think.
Wait, say that again. Jits?
Nah, it's just.
Well, she's on the sea. She's on like a place like the ship is so small compared to her. She has like 3 steps of room to walk.
Yeah.
So being fast, I don't know if that's really like applicable unless you're like on land. Because she has Zeus and that's fast anyway.
Yeah, in this particular situation, yeah. But as far like overall, her being slimmer makes her stronger.
Yeah, potentially, but like I don't know. People are gonna note that she's huffing and puffing and she kind of seems fatigued. So the longer it goes on, the worse she'll probably be.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. I agree with that.
On the bright side, like this is something I didn't really think about. I should have when the time happened, whenever we first like got introduced to the genie. But Dafuku's genie can talk.
Yeah, I thought he talked before.
He did.
Well, it was unclear because he said an attack, but like at that point, that was the first time we saw the genie. We weren't sure if Dafuku was going to say an attack. But
I'm
now
pretty
it's
sure the
confirmed.
genie did talk.
Is his,
I would have to
yeah,
go back
is
and
his
look, but I'm
genie
almost
covered in
positive.
armament hockey?
Don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what it looks like at least.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
That's pretty dope. Like I thought Daifuku was like cool, but like after saying that, I was just like, yeah.
I don't know, man. We had this conversation like when we first got introduced to the genie, whether or not his armament hockey is just like the genie's just black. I don't know.
I think it's armament hockey though.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. Like, it's hard to tell in manga, right? Because it's fucking all black and white. But it does look like the shade of armament hockey.
Yeah, like whenever you
Yeah,
compare it to like Virgo and stuff, it kind of looks exactly the same.
And if like his genie is his primary fighting force, then like it would make sense that that he covers that in armament hockey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Possibly.
So
that should be draining though. If that's the case. He shouldn't be able to spam that.
Well, I mean, the genie
It
hasn't
just
been out for a long period of time.
Yeah, like the genie.
No, I mean I'm saying, but that's depending on how long he uses it. It should drain.
Yeah.
I mean, but we would assume that like, if that's his like main fighting style, he probably has crazy armament hockey. Like he would be like a bit stronger than Virgo.
Yeah, I mean, it should be draining him, but it was like Luffy in Gear Second now. It's like Luffy
Like
initially
his
Gear
devil
Second,
fruit is
crazy.
lit. It's like everywhere you go, you jumping niggas.
Well, I was talking to
think so?
Joy Boy.
You gotta be
discussing
rubbing
whether or
yourself,
not
though.
this is actually like a devil fruit or is it like a homie.
Nah, I gotta be a devil.
You would assume be a devil fruit, but like I don't know. It kind of like changes the game in terms of what you think devil fruits are. If this devil fruit has sentience, it can talk on its own.
Right.
He should be able to grant some
devil fruit
wishes
like that.
if it's a genie. He should be able to grant some fucking wishes.
Wait, so
I
I
mean-
didn't hear that.
It's not gonna be like magic,
I
like
said-
oh I want this, like oh.
No, I know, Driss. I'm just saying, like it's a genie. It should be able to grant wishes. I'm
Yeah, I
pretty
mean,
sure.
I'm sure that theme will come into play.
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah. I was saying
kind
that
of expected
earlier.
as well.
Like, they should be able to. Like, it's a goddamn genie.
Well, you're kind of like following like
No, would be funny. This is like some Oda shit that he would do. Like,
Yeah,
you
100%.
could probably get like 3 wishes from the genie, like, but like you can only it only like uses like 3 times, like every like time the person uses the fruit, and like Daifuku or Big Mom like used it to like fucking like for sweets or some shit. You know what I mean? When Daifuku was a kid, like she wished for like 3
Hey,
cakes.
Justin, are you in a car?
No, I'm fucking going to work. I'm about to get out of here in like 5 minutes. So what?
Yes,
Yeah,
you were
that
like,
is-
what,
I'm
the
not even
typhoon's
like
coming through.
running or anything. I don't know why. It's
That's why I was like, is somebody jogging? Like, hey, hey,
Somebody's like,
Grim
Grim is here and he's just not saying
just let us
anything.
know.
They said Grim is here, he's just not saying anything. I'm like, oh shit. But nah, as far as go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I said as
Oh,
far
I
as
was gonna say I had. Oh dang, go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm awkward. They did that
no, it's
twice.
fine. No, it's fine. Go.
Okay. After I saw Carrot's transformation, I instantly thought of Chopper like doing something to help Carrot transform, like maybe like a rumble ball for her, like it's like something to do with the moonlight or something like
Yeah.
that. Like it sounds weird. Or maybe I thought that it would help give Chopper a boost later on too. Maybe he'll have another form that's similar to that.
His Sulong form.
Maybe like
bitch.
a Sulong point.
Well, if he can figure out a way to enhance her abilities, then I'm sure he can do the same for her. Because then it's like, okay, without the use of the moonlight, he's gonna have to figure out a way to like incorporate that into the rumble ball. And sure, like through that, he can figure out a way to like enhance himself. So,
Bro, are you serious, nigga?
huh? What?
You think you're serious?
I can't hear you. Say that again.
You not? Never mind. Fuck it.
Nah, say it.
Do you think he's gonna get
He
Sulong?
said you really think he's gonna get Sulong point?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
I don't think he's gonna get Sulong point, but I think he could probably end up helping Carrot out.
Yeah, I think he helps carry out in some way. I feel like Law has already figured out a way for like what's his name, Beppo to do it. Honestly, but I don't know if it's like. I mean, this all depends on like whether, huh?
The supernovas where he's like, I just made them all the chapter before I introduced
I don't
them.
believe it.
Yeah,
What you mean?
that thing's, oh my god, thank you.
It
Brago.
sounds like
I
older
was
to
thinking
me.
the same
It
thing.
doesn't. I don't believe it. I feel like
you believe the Rob Lucci one?
No. The Rob Lucci one, he said he made it like in that arc, but it's like he said the chapter before, right? Did he say that?
Creators do that though. Creators do
The
that.
chapter
He was like,
before
"Fuck it,
is
we need
about
some
to come.
spark."
Yeah.
Listen, man,
He got
I think-
inspiration. He got some ideas. And oh fuck.
the type of shit that I hear comes from Oda's mouth sometimes. I think this dude is a massive bullshitter,
He's a
bro.
fucking troll. Listen, I agree
Yeah,
that they
I
probably
remember one
weren't thought of like, okay, before the arc, but I don't feel like the chapter before he's like, yo, we need some new characters. Let's create like all these supernovas. No.
He's probably
I
like,
don't
that
think it's
should
possible.
make the story a little more dynamic.
Well,
And
he
then
has
we
a
like
history
add a
with
couple
this. Like, he's
characters
done
in
this a
there.
lot. Like if you go back and read like a lot of the interviews, he's done this so many points in time. And
I
since
mean,
he's
I feel like
huh,
I don't feel like
it'd be
it's a
cool.
chapter before though. Like they like okay, this he's like
Oh.
next because it's like if you say the next chapter you're gonna introduce all these new characters, that completely changes the story.
Well,
Like-
let me ask you this then. Before we met the rest of the supernovas, has he ever referred to Luffy as the worst generation in the
I
chapter?
mean, the thing is, he couldn't then, because then we didn't know about it.
So it sounds possible to me.
You know
Like,
what,
he's like,
Brago?
oh,
Not only did he make all these chapters before, I got all the facts to prove it.
Yeah.
There's levels beyond that.
I don't know if you guys know what that's about, but yeah.
I'm so confused right now.
You don't know what that's about? You don't know what that's about?
I might just be drawing a blank here, but I can't remember.
Oh.
Oh, I got the facts. Okay, never mind. He
No.
didn't say it in like a fucking accent or whatever, so I couldn't tell. But, no, I got the facts to prove it.
Listen. Anyway, as far as the supernova thing though, and what he said about Law, he didn't think Law would be this important of a character. Where
That's another thing too. It's like, bro,
nigga,
what? Are you talking
what?
about? Yeah, he's literally bullshitting,
At
bro.
what
He's
point did you
bullshitting.
feel like Law would be important? At what point you were like, Law is that? Which like, okay, then why did you have Law save Luffy at Marineford?
Yeah.
Well, it's all like the popularity polls, and it's like, oh shit, people like this guy.
Oh yeah,
People-
Law was in Marine. I forgot about
You know what I'm saying? But it's like, okay, so I'm thinking back to Sabaody. Like Law didn't stand out to the point where I'm like, yo, Law is dope as hell at Sabaody. I mean, he was cool, but
Yeah, he was like he was the only. There was like two people. It was Kid and Law that like we
They stood
got
out.
their power showcased
Yeah.
to where like we basically knew what
we
their
knew
powers
those
were.
two were gonna stand out. So like, why would you just say, okay, maybe? I mean, he confirmed that yeah, I expected Kid to be important in the future, but not at Law so much. Where like this
The
confirms.
funniest part of that entire thing to me was that I was like, I thought half of these guys wouldn't even made it to the New World.
Like what the hell, nigga? Like what? What does that even mean?
He was gonna all screen half the roster.
Yeah, I
Like, what do you
mean,
mean you don't know if they would have met?
I guess initially when he thought about
So
it, he's
weak,
like,
I don't know.
he's gonna write him off because I think Oda probably has like, okay, I'm gonna end it here, but it's like after he got the idea of the supernova, he's like, oh, I can run with this. Where it's like making them, this like the next generation, the worst generation, whatever, to compete with Luffy. But I think this confirms that Kid is gonna play a huge role going forward, right?
Right, definitely.
If you feel like
Bro,
Law didn't have
like,
any relevance, but now and we seeing what Law has become, imagine what Kid is expected to become.
Well, the Kid is gonna be gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I don't understand why people be like, I'm not hyped for Kid or
Crazy.
all these characters are stronger than Kid.
Crazy.
Like it's wild, bro. Like and with King of Lightning, he was like Sanji is
over
stronger
Kid.
than
Listen,
over Kid, bro.
All right, you don't listen to King when he says that shit.
Bro, like that nigga's serious, bro. Like I've heard that like 5 times already.
Yeah, I know he is serious, but
No, he's dead ass.
like his logic doesn't make sense. So you just
Bro, at all.
It's just because like I don't know. It's just like I feel like people just like misread the story. Like it's so obvious. Like if you just read the story that like Oda's really trying to tell us like this dude is going to be important.
Yeah, 100%.
Where do you see that? That's more headcanon I see. It's like no. Like
But
what do you read?
somebody
Like,
point out something
He
interesting.
like he's out of all the supernovas, he's like one of the only 2 who has like 2 supernovas in the worst generation or whatever, like from his crew.
Oh,
like
yeah,
him and
yeah,
Luffy are the
him
only
and
people.
Killer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Killer. Like
so yeah.
So Talahawk says this. Oda gave Law an OP Devil Fruit, a Robin-like backstory.
Your mic.
The will
Yeah,
of
he's-
D made him a supernova. Oda bullshit. Like there's no way like you didn't think Law would be an important character. Like why so much development for him then?
Oh yeah, and he's the
Maybe they got massive ideas in them.
and
all
he's
at
the
once.
only. He's like the other person. Like he is forming an alliance. Like he's the head of the other alliance.
Yeah.
So do you think he's gonna end up making him a D later? Like in the second D in his name, it's gonna be like Kid D something.
Oh yeah.
That'd be trash.
Really? If Kid is a D as well?
That'd be trash. Cause like,
Wow.
all right, the trick only works once, my nigga.
Wait,
Don't do it twice.
really?
Like we didn't know Law was a D, then he tried to be a D. Now we didn't know Kid was a D. Now he's a D. Like, come on, that's
Hey,
you
man,
can't use the same
the-
shit.
the
I
twice.
mean,
they're
if he
making
had
waves.
powers from, he might be a D.
They're making waves.
Nah,
not
that's
everything
it.
has to be a D.
And
Every
second,
time
well,
someone
but
says
the main thing is
it's
it's like
separate like Pound D and like Madi
Yeah.
Madi Monk. Like it's probably not likely.
Yeah, like am I a D now? Fuck. Yeah,
okay,
I might
but
as well
I
be a
mean,
D.
shit, you might be.
No,
that's
no.
a troll, bro. That's a troll. Like people don't actually think of Rouge as a D. I don't think.
Nah, Rouge not the
No, that's wild. That's real wild.
Laz does.
I wouldn't mind if Kid is a D. But if like I would like if Kid is
No,
a D.
it's so obvious.
If
to
Kid
me,
is a D to
though.
the form of like what Blackbeard is, as far as like whatever, like
You saying
you
it's
know.
so obvious that Kid isn't?
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
This
Hey,
that's too
brother, I
obvious.
gotta go, fam. Hey,
All right,
shout out to
Dustin.
Big Baller Brand. My nigga LeVar Ball. You seen that shit, Brago? You seen that shit?
Oh,
Yeah, he's creating
his
his own
idea? That's amazing.
That's a fucking genius.
I like
Fucking
it.
genius.
I like it a
We gotta
lot.
talk about that shit one day. We gotta talk about this shit one day.
Hey, yeah,
All
we
right,
gotta
bro.
talk about it, bro.
All right,
peace,
all right,
bro.
Dustin, be safe, bro.
All right, y'all. Thanks.
All right.
Yo, peace.
Shit doesn't.
The hell talking about it?
Yeah.
We're talking about the kid.
Nah, no, not for nothing. Like that's stupid because I get no. Check this out. Like I get the reasoning. I get the reasoning behind it.
That
like,
was quick.
No, I'm in a good mood. Don't take what I said the wrong way. Just
Go ahead,
but
Ty.
put like
Go
this.
ahead. Go ahead.
Look, correct me if I'm wrong, right? This is not the best logic. Oh, Law was a D. Law's strong. Kid's a D. Like, come on with that. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
It's not
like,
just
like,
that though.
No,
I mean,
but the majority
like,
of it is
to
that.
Ty's point though, like if you want to like parallel people with like people like to parallel like Kid and Law to like previous generations. Like if you want to compare like Roger to Whitebeard to Shiki, things of that nature, they weren't D's.
This
Yeah.
is the best way I could put it, right? I don't care if Kid is a D or not. I think he's a D, but I would not be surprised if he was a D or if he wasn't. It just seems like he probably is going to be. I mean, there's no evidence for it. It's just,
And
it's
that's
just a
how I was
feeling.
kind of coming at it too. Like I don't necessarily care if he is or not, but I just like it's a possibility that he might be.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's one of
Yeah.
those things. That's like it's not even worth like even debating it because it's like we don't. It's not something.
Yeah. I mean, there's not like much evidence for it other than the fact that we know he's going to be important.
I just
Like-
like this
Right.
because all the Kid like haters that because he lost to Kaido now he's
They
trash.
gonna be nut riding next.
Oh,
Watch. Wait till
oh,
I know.
shit.
They gonna be nut riding.
Oh, my
Everybody
God.
who said, "Oh, Kid is trash," I don't see what the Kid hype is
tripping,
About it.
tripping. Like I don't
That's how it
understand
goes.
that. Like
Oh man, this is what I have
always
this
think he's the
fucking
strongest. Like what happened with Kaido never changed because at the same time, to be fair, anyone gets beat by Kaido or the
Yeah.
Supernovas.
Right.
yeah. I mean, that's
Exactly.
true. But I don't. The thing is,
I have
this is how the community is though. If you lose, if you take an L, then automatically you're trash. Like there's no in between.
I have this fan fiction in my head of Zoro getting captured in Wano, and fucking him and Kid are in like the same cage, and like they escape together. Like I feel like that would be like the sickest scene.
Yo,
ever. Like
they'll never disrespect Zoro like that. Never.
Then they play some romantic music and then just start getting down.
Yeah, Zoro's. I mean, the thing is, they did that in Film Gold Tie. Spoiler alert.
Nah, but that doesn't really count. That's a movie. Like in the manga, they're not gonna make Zoro be like at the same time. It doesn't mean that Kid is trash, but they're not gonna put Zoro. They're not gonna violate him like that and have him under the same circumstances as Kid.
well, I mean,
Well, I don't
couldn't
think
you?
that's violating. It depends on
Cool,
who
right?
captures
Like
him.
so, like fucking Kid, like he like uses his gravity powers to like take a sword from the guard or some.
Yeah, nah, I wouldn't
break
mind
the
Zoro
chain
getting
out.
captured. I wouldn't
That would
mind
be
Zoro getting
Yeah, to be fair, whenever we first met Zoro,
He was
I
captured.
mean, he was kind of captured.
But the thing
He
is, it was kind of
voluntarily
it was one of
captured.
those where it's like he didn't have to be captured. It was kind of a noble thing. You know what I mean?
And also, if you want to go like thematically, Luffy like literally rescues like every single Straw Hat member at some point in time.
I mean, but Zoro's already been rescued, right?
Yeah, but since like this is basically a repeat of like the pre-time skip, you'd imagine there'd be a lot of things that happen again.
So Sanji,
Everyone's
then
getting their own
Zoro.
individual arcs for like.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, it's not gonna be like the exact same, but like Luffy came
They're
to
getting
save
captured.
Sanji. Everyone, whenever they get like their second arc and like the second in this time skip,
Well, I feel like
everyone's probably
Zoro
gonna get their
and
justice.
Killer is gonna work together for a bit in Wano.
Yeah, I think we
I
need
want to
to
see some
Killer
interaction
more
between the
fleshed
two of
out
them.
because we don't necessarily have any like gauge for how strong he is.
Wait, say it again.
I want to see like all the. I want to see like. Oh yeah. Say it again.
Oh, I was saying I would like to see Killer get more fleshed out because like we don't have any gauge for how strong he is at all or what he can really do.
Yeah.
I feel like Killer
No,
is
I feel you on
super, extremely powerful. I feel like he's a monster.
Yeah, like he has to be if he's the parallel to Zoro.
He's
but
another.
yeah, I
He's a
just wanna see-
supernova as a right hand.
Yeah,
Like
Right.
what? You know?
like that's wild.
Yeah, see, but with that, that's a little bit. It's more reason for that. Like I think he's equal to Zoro or a little bit stronger than Zoro.
I agree.
Like what Fu was saying, because happen eventually. Like if Luffy's gonna fight Kid, it makes no sense if they're already stronger than Kid.
Right, exactly. And the thing is, I
Right.
feel like they're either on par with to the point where like the Straw Hats, this is like the power group that they can't like overcome with plot armor, or whatever. You know, it's where it's like it's kind of like a stalemate.
Yeah, exactly.
You know
yeah.
what I mean? But I
Yeah.
feel like that makes sense.
'Cause
Just like they're gonna be competing. Like you can't have Luffy just running through everyone because it doesn't make sense for the story. It doesn't make it interesting. Like
Yeah,
he needs
yeah.
like opposition. That's how I look
Yeah, I
at
agree.
it.
I-
Like,
I
People
agree.
get so salty when I say
Luffy's gonna beat everyone, Fu. What do you mean?
when I say like Luffy is strong or weaker than Kid. It's like, bro, like what you guys not want any fucking like challenges for Luffy
That's
whatsoever?
all
Like
I want. That's
it-
all I want.
like the most interesting thing is like when like Luffy overcomes someone strong and like
Right. So if Luffy goes into it right now, I mean, that's why Law betraying Luffy, I'm not mad at it because it's like, okay, that's another person that he has to
that's
go
like-
against.
thing about Kingdom, right? Like the whole like cool thing about Kingdom, right, is that Shin is like trying to become like this like crazy general, right? And like
Right.
he has his peers who are like stronger than him,
Ohan
and he
and
has to,
Moten. Yeah.
yeah, he has to like surpass them and like try to like become like stronger than him and them
Right.
and shit like that. So like,
And yeah, one could
how
argue
fucking dumb would it be if he was just like way stronger than them already and
yeah,
like
that's crazy. It doesn't make it interesting. And also with like Moten and Ohan, like they're like as far as lineage, they should be stronger. Because like so Shin is already, you know,
yeah,
I guess behind the 8 ball compared to those guys. So it's like interesting to see how he overcomes. And then they're like a lot smarter than he is. And they can, as far as physical feats, they're right there with him as well. So it's like he has a lot to overcome to surpass them. So with Luffy and Kid, like, yo, I'm with it. Even with Law, I'm not X Drake. I don't know what X Drake does after he leaves Kaido's crew. I don't know if he leaves Kaido's crew. I guess we all predict that X Drake, he's gonna kind of betray Kaido like Capone did Big Mom.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that.
I hope, Leah. I was like, it could go either way. I hope
Yeah.
it's one of those things to where like he actually is like he's a calamity, and like we actually get to see the dynamic of actually going against a supernova.
It depends. I made a video about this as far as like X Drake. The obvious route is him, basically betraying Kaido to give them a better chance of
Right,
beating
right.
Kaido. But what if he does stay on Kaido's crew and fights for Kaido? You know, that's a different.
No, yeah,
way.
I feel like that'd be a pretty good plot twist. I don't think anyone.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah. I was
Like,
like,
I mean,
Cause to be fair, he only showed that he don't care if he gets Kaido mad. But
well, he was
never
trying to
showed
get
any
Kaido's
signs.
attention.
Yeah.
this is my thing.
No.
Like, I think that it's.
That's like
Here, you can.
that's like if Froob is like, oh, I'm one of Brago's favorite. If you like, yo, Froob, yo, be quiet, son, shut up, son.
Ah,
Getting an upgrade or something like that. That's what X Drake did. He didn't really do no betrayal stuff. You know what I mean? So like,
So that's what I'm
he
saying.
could-
That's what I'm saying. But he took out like it's his favorite island, right? So it's like, how else do you get his attention other than like causing havoc on his favorite island?
Yeah.
But
Whenever he
one of
does
his
that, you
Yeah.
sort of behind why he did that.
No, but,
like
but,
why he went from
but
point A
that
to B.
person antagonized him though. He was like, "I'm one of Kaido's favorites." He said that too. At the same time, you got to keep
Did he
everything
say
into
that, or he said this is
consideration.
one of Kaido's favorite islands?
No, yeah, he said
Yeah.
this is one of Kaido's favorite islands.
Yeah.
Nah, but he threatened him like, oh, you can't touch me. I'm one of Kaido's. You know what I mean? Like he said something like that too.
Yeah, he did say that. He didn't say I'm one of Kaido's favorites, but I think he said if you fuck with me, like Kaido will be mad or something
Yeah,
like that.
and then that's when he said, "I don't care." But that's not disrespecting Kaido. If anything, that's like, yo,
Well, it's not that he didn't care. He said that so if I defeat you,
Yes.
then I'll get Kai's attention.
Yep.
And the guy was like, yeah, basically. Then Drake said, that's exactly what I want.
Yeah. So I guess your point is like that wasn't his
That's
intention
facts.
being there, Ty.
well, what I'm trying to say is that's not really like, especially like Kaido's not stupid. So like that's one of those things where it's like, okay, that guy is like he was on his buggy. You know what I mean? Like he was trying to like talk X Drake out of it, but not by being. If anything, like X Drake could have been like, yeah, I did that. Your command is weak. You know, I should be in your crew. Like something like that. Like it's not disrespect to Kaido.
I'm not sure what would the. So what are you saying? What was the? I don't know what the argument was, honestly.
All right, that he never disrespected Kaido yet. You know what I mean? Like I can't take that. Like
No, we didn't say he disrespected Kaido.
Yeah.
no, I know. Or like he never showed any signs that he's gonna betray Kaido. Like for all we know, he could die going down with Kaido. He doesn't have to necessarily join because he's a
Oh
super.
yeah, that's certainly
That's what we
possible. But I
said.
feel like with like his backstory and like the information we know about him, considering him being a Marine,
Yeah, exactly.
like, you're left with like no choice but to like be skeptic.
The thing is, the reason why,
About
he's flipped a lot.
Yeah.
See, because the thing is, I don't see him
Shit, no.
being
Also,
like.
1 second, Froop, he abandoned his own family. So
Yeah.
why wouldn't he abandon?
Well, I don't see him like just straight up like trying to go under a Yonko though. Like that's the other thing. Like all the supernovas probably want to be independent at the end of the day. Like I could see him like maybe trying to use Kaido as a goal to like get something.
Well, I don't know. The thing is, him being a Marine, being a pirate now, it's like, what's next for him? It seems revolutionary. It's like the
I feel
next
like-
logical step.
I feel like at the same time that like every single time we see somebody, like we see what Kid is trying to do, we see what Apu and them did. Like it's like we see what Capone does. Every time somebody, like I don't think the next supernova has to follow the next one. So it's like the more we see these rebellious supernovas that they just want to kill a Yonko or they want to like take one down, they're gonna have those supernovas who just want to like be like a Silver's Rally, like you know how Silver Rally was to Roger, like some of these supernovas they're gonna, and especially the ones that's like in the crew already, like this guy X Drake, he might just want to go down. Like he might think Kaido, he might think that's good. You know what I mean? Like he's on a Yonko, he might want to do that to the end.
Well,
So-
at the same
that's the
time,
thing,
though,
like,
the supernova. Oh, good.
Yeah, just real quick. I was thinking it would be interesting if like maybe he helps Kaido at first and then like he switches later on in the arc. I could see that happening too.
It
No, yeah,
depends
I
on
can
what,
have
what
that
the-
to it.
his purpose is.
Or, like,
it comes down to his purpose.
Luffy eventually changes his mind or whatever.
Yeah, I know. Like the supernova have been paying out to be very ambitious people, so just for people to like settle down and like leave their ambition.
Like this is a lot.
It's
But
kinda
like,
suspicious
say if they beat Jack and then Kaido kills Jack and then X Drake is like, oh snap, like yo, this guy's crazy.
Well,
Like I'm gonna go with Luffy.
I don't
Yeah, I
know.
think it's possible. But I'd probably lean towards not believing in that.
I would think.
yeah.
I would think that like if anything, like the one character I could definitely see fighting would be Apu. Like the one character that would fight alongside Kaido. I think that he has like a better chance of that
I
happening.
hate Apu.
Yo, the only reason I like Apu is in the anime when he goes scratch, check around.
Yeah, that's honestly Apu is like I don't know. I wouldn't
He's
say
a
he's one of my
hoe.
favorite, but I don't know. I like his character. I'm not gonna lie.
I
Apu
think
is a-
he's one of my least favorite supernovas.
Yeah, like,
Honestly.
I think I like every supernova. Like
I like
More
Beige
than,
less before this arc.
And,
like,
yeah, I
yeah,
did
but
like
like the thing
Capone
is
a lot.
Capone used to be my least favorite before
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, because
Yeah, like him and Apu and then Bonnie are like the bottom for me.
Hawkins was
Well,
like,
yeah,
I was like,
so
Hawkins is
Hawkins is
interesting.
I thought he was my least. Well, he was my least favorite because I thought he was like the least impressive based off what we saw like pre-time skip. But like,
Yeah.
he definitely redeemed himself.
What about
Yeah.
Hawkins? What do you guys think about him?
I
Yeah,
thought
he's one of my
Hawkins was actually
favorites
pretty
from
cool.
a design perspective. I
I
love
like
Hawkins.
his devil fruit. Like his devil fruit is pretty dope.
I was like, he's one of those dudes that's like, you know, he's strong, but you're never really gonna see how strong he is because he's always gonna evade shit. So I don't
It was
know.
like, you want some of this? He'd be like, no.
Yeah, when Hawkins transforms to Sabaody, he's like, oh shit. Hawkins about to go in, and Kizaru was like, nah.
Nah.
Stop killing
And then Apu like used his music and cut Kizaru in half. And it's like,
Yeah, I
oh,
know.
shit.
Like,
But like,
The-
oh, go ahead, bro.
no. You're talking first. Good.
I like out of like Apu and Hawkins, like Hawkins all day over them niggas. Like I hate
Yeah,
Apu
I
with
agree.
a passion.
Apu's
I don't know,
awesome.
I just really like
some
troll
characters that look cool, and Hawkins just looks cool, so I like him.
Yeah, he looked like he missed it to steal your bitch.
This is-
I don't know about that.
I mean, Bonnie, I feel like, you know, that's a lot of people speculating as far as like who she is and who she could be. You know, Bonnie's super
Yeah,
interesting.
Bonnie's dope. It's always cool to see like a nice female character in the story with like, you know, who's interested enough to like, okay, like let's see what she's gonna do. Like I can't wait to see what Bonnie gets more into play.
But that's why I don't feel into it. Like, with Oda's like, yo, I just created these characters. It's like, half of them are gonna die in any world. Like, really? But now it's like all these like things being built around them and their characters. I don't know.
I feel like it's exactly going to do with it, like the Chichibukai. He's like, oh well, there's like supposed to be like 3 or 4. Oh, boom, let's make more.
Knowing Oda, half of them was supposed to die when they went to Big Mom's territory.
Yeah, this is the thing. Oda never does that, so I don't know how he's gonna say like, oh, that's what I, you know, presume that half.
He's
of them
like,
are
oh,
gonna-
what's up, y'all? It's been 2 years. Half the super.
I don't know why he would say that. Like all this, I think even though we can agree, like we have some favorites and some like people we don't like. All the supernovas are like such good characters. Like I feel like out of all
Yeah,
the
they are
characters in
good
the story, like
yeah, they're great.
those are like the best
They're
group
great.
of characters. Like they're the most fleshed out.
Yo,
I
is
would
Oda
give you
talking? Is Oda answering this question from the audience's perspective? Where it's like, okay, when I guess when we first see Law, we're not sure how important Law is gonna be until we saw him, Kid, and Luffy do stuff. But it's like it feels like Oda is like talking like from a fan's perspective. Like, yeah, I thought like
No, I
these
think
supernovas-
Oda's actually genuine. There were instances where like some characters he's just like, yeah, I don't know, and then he just changes his mind and goes, okay, that's the plot.
What the fuck?
Somebody
Who's
just
Yo!
their kitchen in the background?
Somebody just died.
Ty,
What do you mean?
good?
What happened? Are you wrestling someone in the background?
Ty,
Nah. One of the
He breaking into somebody's
I mean,
house.
the goons on the
Ty, Ty breaking into somebody's house on stream. Yo, that's a feat.
one of the goons on the strip tried to talk back. I had to, you know what I mean, yank him up real quick.
Oh, okay. I'm like, yo, what is going on?
So
in the
good.
background? Thought you were cooking
Sound
or
like
some
a
shit.
fool.
Yeah,
Fucked him up.
I'm streaming from the trap right now. You know what I mean? But
Oh, cool. I appreciate the dedication, bro.
all right. But what I want to say,
Somebody said who's fucking the mic.
Dustin is not here anymore. But in my stream when I did my top 30, because I have a top 30 now. But
Oh, do you?
he kept swearing that this current Big Mom is a stronger Big Mom, is just as equal, and it was something that what's his name said
Oh,
Spirit, whatever his name is.
Yeah,
Sparrow.
Sparrow.
Pedal Sparrow?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He said like, oh, this Big Mom strength is still like unknown to us, or it's still strong to us. Like, but pretty much what he means is that like, you know, to Shanks, this Big Mom, or to like Kaido or the Blackbeard, you know, to the other Yonkos are equal. This Big Mom is not a big deal, but to us, like,
Nah, I think he just
but
means
you know,
they've never
he's
seen her
just
in this
strong,
state
but like
before.
even to us, this Big Mom is still deadly. Like we can't mess with this big. Like,
I
we
think
can't
all
control
that
her.
means is they've
That's what
never
he
seen her in
thinking.
that state before. I feel like that's all that means.
Now, if you look at it, it's a way to interpret
What do you mean?
that
What-
like
what way?
I don't know how y'all miss certain things like that. You know what I mean? Like it's up to each individual. No. All the information is right there. But I mean, like, what he's saying is that like, you know, even to us, this Big Mom is still like uncontrollable. Like he can't control his Big Mom. So like, you know, she's weaker than what she used to be, but we can't control her. You know what I mean? Not
Wait,
at that point. She's still.
Where-
so,
wait,
like, pretty
where
much.
did
I don't necessarily agree with
Where
that.
did it say that?
So look. I'll go back if that helps. I'll
Okay.
go back to the chapter. What page was that? So So like I'm gonna look for
Are
it,
you
but
on
like
manga
people say,
stream
let's say that
or?
like the
You
Big
mean
Mom.
even for us, the mama here on out is an unknown monster?
Yeah,
I
see,
just saw it as like, you know, they've never seen her that bugged out, and they was like, yeah.
no, but it's still saying that like she's a monster. Like we can't control that monster. You know, even though like yeah, she's not. This is not the normal Big Mom, but so put it like this. Say like if she's S rank, right? And let's just say that if he thinks he's A minus, and that takes her from an S rank to an A, it's like yo, she's still a monster. We can't like you know what I mean? Like we can't do nothing. We can't control it. And as you see, to be fair, to support my point, who's putting Mama in check right now? Nobody. You know what I mean? She's just over there wilding.
No one
Has
has
anybody
the
ever
strength to do that
been putting
anyway.
her in check?
Wait, what happened?
Nobody's ever been able to put her in check, and
Yeah.
she was a monster when she was like.
Looks like Big Mom's still super
No,
strong,
but,
man.
but put it like this: it's not making her weak to the point where it's like, oh, they can, you know what I mean? But pretty much what I can take from that, y'all don't have to take it from that, you know what I mean? Like that's up to y'all, you know what I mean? But from what I could take from that is that like you know the other Yonko would be able to do something.
I think
like,
you guys are misinterpreting what Ty's saying. He's not saying. He basically this argument started because he was basically just bringing up the whole argument. Is Big Mom stronger or weaker now, like compared to before? Because I think Dustin thought that Big Mom is actually stronger now.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I just
so
agree with
I
that,
was trying to say that she's probably weaker, and he was.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
He was
Yeah,
saying
I
like
think that's right then.
the thing
Yeah.
that Perospero was saying that is even though that she's weaker, like none of us can fuck with her, so we still
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. And the sport tie, I don't know, you kind of have to look at it. You see Big Mom huffing and puffing, and it kind of seems like she's fatigued. So I'd agree
Yeah.
with that statement.
Wait, so Pedo said that even though she's weaker, none of us can beat her? I didn't get
No,
that.
I mean I don't
He didn't-
necessarily know
He
if I
didn't say
remember
that,
that.
but so because like it's one of those things, but like you know, just because something isn't said, doesn't mean that it doesn't apply. Like it's from what he said, you can take that from it, and it makes sense. You know what I mean? Like you got to read between the lines. I feel like not everything is put out there. Not everything an example of this is like when Garp hit Luffy with Haki. Instead of it was a fist of love, but it was really with Haki. Like he's not saying it's with Haki, but it's with Haki. A lot of things happen in One Piece, but you got to put more into it to get what they're truly saying. You know what I mean?
Well,
Yeah, I didn't get
me
that.
personally, I can't say whether well, I don't think she's weaker or stronger, but like yeah, even if she was weaker,
like, are you serious? She's about to die for all we know, and if this happens for 4 more hours, you know what I mean?
Luffy was huffing and puffing Gear 4. I
mean,
guess he was beating
I mean,
Big Mom.
she might be a little fatigued, but I don't know.
I feel like that's biased to ignore the signs that like you know she's not doing good. You know what I mean? It's not hard to tell.
So I guess when Luffy huffs and puffs in Gear 4, that means he's weaker?
It's even to the point. It's not the same thing. Like you're making a sarcastic example of it. When he's first in Gear 4, no, but at the end of Gear 4, when he's weak and he needs his energy back, yes, he's weak. But she's weak right now. She's not like the point where like you could say at first she was in rage mode, like you know, good.
Yeah, well, I can kind of see what you're saying.
Yeah, right now,
like, you know, because like she, even with all the weight that she's losing, and Pero's like, yo, she's losing. I can kind of see that.
No. Here's the thing. The argument isn't that Big Mom's weaker, because we all agree there that she's probably weaker based on everything that's been happening. My thing was like, I don't know how you got what Paris said, and like equated it to
because
Big Mom being weaker.
I know Dritz recorded it, but I was trying to look at the page too because I have the chapter open. What page
7
was
on John Menus.
Oh, okay, it's all the way on 7.
Yeah. I'm not sure if
Hold
it's the
on.
same thing for Manga Stream. Might be a couple pages more.
Well, look, all right, because this happens a lot. All right, hold on. Let me just.
Yeah, I'm gonna read the manga stream translation because it's a little bit weird. I want to see. Oh, it's not even out yet.
Oh, okay.
I don't think. Fuck. Never mind.
Yeah.
Because he said, even for us, the mama from here on out is an unknown monster.
Yeah, but if we go first, right? It's like huff. That's fatigue, right? Then she's calling for Prometheus. She doesn't even look good. They're like looking at her. Big brother, mom is acting strange, isn't he? And then she's calling. He's like, yes, I know. She's becoming skinnier and having a hard time breathing. Call for Zeus and Prometheus right now. Like, yo, like this is serious. This is an emergency. Like, yo, like call these people. You know, she's having a hard time breathing. And then it's like, that's what mama wants. And then it's like, it's been 8 hours, like, you know, showing the seriousness of the situation. Since the eating disorder was triggered, we never had a problem stopping mama's fit of rage before. So, you know, this is pretty much saying that like we never had a problem stopped. And so, like in the past, if it wasn't this serious over the cake, they probably would have been able to calm her down. But they can't right now because of the amount of rage. And then they're like, "Oh, I never seen Mama this starved." And then look, even for us, the Mama from here on out is an unknown monster. Like they can't. You know what I mean? Like they. This with this Big Mom, like she's still too strong.
That doesn't reference strength at all. That reference as
Well,
far as like no way.
Yeah, and also, Ty, what I think you're
past.
missing is that in the past, they admitted that they literally can't do anything against Big Mom unless they give her exactly what she wants. That's the only thing they can do to stop
Yeah.
her. So even in the past, whenever she was 100%, they couldn't do anything.
Even that, because
even now they can't do anything.
Wait, hold on. But that's because like we seen Jinbei do it. He just gave her what she wanted. Right now, they're not capable of making a cake. Only Sanji them is. So
They said we've never had a problem stopping Mama's fit of rage before. Right?
I mean, the thing is I see what Ty's saying. I don't necessarily agree with what he's saying, but I definitely can think it's like a way of interpreting it that's not wrong. Like, I could definitely see but to me, basically what he's saying is basically just more of like, we don't know what's going to happen or from here on out because this has never happened before.
And at the same time, what I'm saying...
Right. That's what I'm saying, but it's like no power level was referenced whatsoever.
I get the same thing that you're saying, and I get more because, like I said, that to me that's still saying that like we can't mess with this. Like at the same time, Katakuri's not around them for them to even use him as an example to try to like keep Big Mom in check or to calm her down or whatever. But she's not right now. It's just so I can get that from it and still get what I have from it. So overall, it's more valuable. I'm not at a handicap. I'm not losing information or whatever. You know what I mean? So like to me, it's like if you see something like that, where it's like you can take this from it. It's like if you be like, yo, guys, I just wanted to share. YouTube said I made $500,000 since I first started my channel, and then Master G like, good for you. You know what I mean? Now this wasn't said, but somebody could be like, yo, why Master J hating for? He don't sound happy. You know what I mean? It's like one of those type of things where like did he say he's hating? No, but like, can you take he's hating from it? I feel like you can take that. They're still saying like what Froop said that like even though Big Mom clearly she's not at her best, but they still can't mess with her. Like they're in trouble unless she gets the cake, and even to the point where like they don't want to risk her eating the cake because the enemy will surely poison it or something like that. But they're like we've kind of got no choice, so let's let her eat the cake. Maybe their intentions is good and it's not bad.
Yeah, one thing that I will say is that when I was reading through this chapter for the first time, I was really fucking tired and I wasn't really paying attention. But after reading this, like 100% Big Mom is like way weaker.
Yeah.
So like that, I thought it might be a thing where she's stronger, but she's definitely weaker.
The memes, I hope in the next chapter that she is bald because she has Prometheus in her hair.
Oh, y'all gonna have to run Dustin his credit.
The other thing too is I'm glad it's a week of Big Mom because to be fair, like a Big Mom's my number one. To me, she's the strongest out of all the Yonkos. But another thing too is that like I think the main reason why people had it so weak was because one, she's a girl. A lot of y'all are sexist. You know what I mean? Yo, that should be ashamed of yourself.
What? That has nothing to do with being.
Because she's a lot of y'all are like I don't know what to call it. A lot of y'all like y'all take appearances too serious, so y'all think
fat.
like fat
she was
equals
fat.
me.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I don't think
It's
anyone
One
ever
Piece.
made the argument that Big Mom's trash because she's fat.
People don't want to say that because look, how does it sound? Because she's a girl and she's fat. So people don't say that.
No
But I'm pretty
wrong
sure that's what it
answer
comes
here.
down.
It's like
I think
regardless
anyone
of,
here ever had that opinion.
Yeah.
No. Listen.
Here's the thing.
Wait.
There's no wrong
Keep in
answer
mind-
though, Ty. There's no way to confirm Big Mom is the
Keep in mind,
strongest.
I would assume. No. Keep in mind, I would assume you're a smart individual, but you're not the people in the comments. No disrespect to y'all. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people, they think. I'm telling you, they don't want to admit it. You know what I mean? But it's like, oh, Big Mom's a
Appearances
girl.
do matter.
Girls
Yeah.
are weak.
Appearances matter.
I mean, the thing is this is another thing. Like, I agree with Ty on this one because if you think about it, like if we did a poll, right? I would actually be curious to do this one day. If we did a poll, right? Who do you think the strongest Yonko is? I bet 80% of the people would say Shanks. And that's only because like they just think Shanks is a cool character. Like,
Yo,
But the
Shanks
thing is,
fit.
whose fault is that though?
Big Mom's so fat. Like that comes down to a.
And also, it's like
But the thing is that there's no
Oda is
wrong
a
answer
huge
here.
sexist.
Like,
No, I know it's
yeah,
wrong.
no, I know that, but like,
No,
you see what he's
no,
saying? Like, a lot of people like go based off character design.
Let certain things like Big Mom being fat and a girl influence their opinion. You know what I mean? Because but I just want to say this.
I don't
now,
think her
back,
being a girl did anything.
back to the I did. Yeah, y'all heard what I said. It is what it is.
Whoa.
But this one other thing. Look, because peep this. No disrespect to Froob on this, but like even with the skinnier Big Mom being stronger. So now she's skinny, she's strong. Like serious? Like you know what I mean? Like that's
That
why I'm
isn't
good.
about that isn't about like profiling, Ty. That's just about like showing mechanics.
Yeah.
Nah. That's why I'm glad that Oda made the skinny one weaker. You know what I mean? Because that would just be not right if she got to get skinnier to be stronger. You know what I mean? So good job, Oda. You know what I mean? Uplifting the heavyweight people. You know what I mean?
All right.
Okay.
It's not.
I'm just gonna say, all right, we're gonna leave
Okay.
I remember that when I first came into the stream, it was because y'all was saying Kuma is stronger than Ivankov, and I had to be like, nah. Like, I feel like these goofy appearance people who's no joke, they get overlooked because
I don't think we were judging Ivankov from the fact that he's an Okama.
Nah, it comes into play though. You know what I mean? Like that might not be the main thing on your
At
mind.
least in the stream, Ty, I feel like most people are just taking into effect things that happen in the manga and portrayal.
Who like look Raizo's another one of these characters. Like he looks goofy, but I wouldn't put it past Raizo that I'm not I think he's stronger than what he appears, and he was joking around because he didn't want to show the.
Well, he's always gonna be stronger than appears because we haven't seen anything from him.
No, yeah, still, but some people like you're defending him. I don't know why you're defending him. You're sub to his channel. You know what I mean? But I'm not defending you. Like y'all gotta stop with that.
Listen, man.
I don't even know what's going on right now, Ty. I'm gonna be honest.
Wait, like, what? All right, so he don't really want the subs right now. Don't sub to his channel.
I don't want subs to the Brago.
Oh, but all right, but look, but here's what I gotta say. Do y'all know what happened this chapter, right? So remember when I was saying a long time ago and y'all laughed at me, right? And I know Brago gonna be like, oh, but it was Sanji, not Luffy, right? But check this out though. I have that theory on my channel where I'm like, Capone's gonna try to poison Big Mom. He's gonna try to take her out in this type of ill way that's like, you know, it's not. This theory was so long ago, I forget the word and I used. I'm like, yo, he's gonna try to take you, but you remember though, right?
That
like,
was not. No, that was not the premise of your argument.
No, it was a theory.
What was the premise of your argument?
Take Big Mom out in like some type of underhanded way, like poison. And I'm like, but Luffy's gonna be like, no, I'm not gonna let you do that. You're not gonna take her out like that. You know what I mean? Like if you wanna take her out some type of other way, you can, but not by poison. I'm not gonna let you do that. So now look, this pretty much happened this chapter, but
and we said Luffy would not do that.
See, look, I told you Brago would give the and be like, yo, you said Luffy.
Do that again.
I don't know the no, that's correcting you because it's like you can't say, yo, I just theory this person would do something.
Yo, this is the same Brago that when I forgot what happened, something happened like this, right? And I think it was with Brule, or it was with it was something like with Brule being in the mirror world or not, or something with, and Brago's like, oh well, we got that part wrong, but we still pretty much had the rest of it right. You still got to I pretty much had I had 80% of the.
Okay, but the thing is, context matters, right?
Yeah,
because, like say I predict. Hold on, really quick. I just got to give an example. Right?
Yeah,
say I predict the Warriors to win the finals, right? Or no, sorry. Say I predict the Cavs to win the finals, right? And I'm like, yo, what do you mean? You think the Cavs are going to win the finals? I'm like, oh, I think IT is just way better than Steph Curry. I think he's going to be able to defend him perfectly. I don't think Steph Curry's going to do shit to him. I think LeBron's going to take over the game, blah, 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 blah. And then I'm like, okay. So the finals come on, right? And then the Cavs just completely get shit on the first 3 games, right? And then fucking Steph Curry and Kevin Durant die in a car crash on the way there. And then the Cavs come back and win 4-0. And you're like, yo, see? I told you the Cavs were going to win the finals. It's like, yo, okay, yeah, you did. But like, the reasonings you gave were like not coherent with what happened.
I'm able to debate it. Like I said it in your stream. Y'all laughed at me. I have the theory on my channel, and it pretty much came true. And put it like this: the only difference, and this is not that type of situation. The only difference is that like instead of like say if I'm like, oh, the Lakers is going to win and Kobe's going to be the MVP, but the Lakers still win and it's not Kobe, it's somebody else. But pretty much, so put it like this: my theory wasn't limited to just like F the Luffy and Capone part of the argument. That was just like, you know what I mean? The fact that everything else was right besides, it's just that it was a substitute and who took, so pretty much like I predicted the storyline of what happened. It's just that Sanji did it and not Luffy, but it doesn't matter. This is the year Sanji, you know what I mean? So why not have Sanji do it besides Luffy? But I pretty much had all of that right, you know what I mean? So if y'all don't have to give me credit if y'all don't want to. I know the people in the comments, they like when I say things and then it comes true and stuff.
But like you said that Capone was gonna poison the cake, and we didn't even know at that point in time that Sanji was gonna even make a cake because we didn't.
ESP. Hold on.
Oh, he about to bring out the music.
Yep. so I know it's not fair, you know what I mean? Like yo, Ty using powers. You know what I mean? Like,
damn.
But I'll refrain from using the music, but you know what I mean. But it's like But what I do want to admit about that is that like when you're doing that, right? Like when you're predicting things like that, or like when you're seeing into the future and all that stuff like that, like you're not gonna be able to get 100% of the information right because that's broken. You know what I mean? But what you can do, you can get a pretty good idea of what's happening. Like you see, like I said, like how I was like
Are you giving yourself head right now?
Yeah, I think so.
What?
Are you giving yourself head
You're
right
giving
now?
yourself mad head right now.
No.
Mad head.
Yeah,
Scary movie too.
I can make the counter argument that you're just player hating instead of being like
Oh, okay. Okay, that's the new wrinkle Ty is throwing in. He's throwing in a new wrinkle.
I don't need- Look. I don't need nobody praise or nothing like that because I do this out of like I like One Piece, but y'all could have been like, yo, Tayo, you're right, yo, you did say that, like, yo. And then the other thing too is that like y'all laughed at it again, like even though I was wrong with who did it, you know what I mean? It was Sanji
No,
and
but
Luffy.
like the
It
thing
was
is,
Sanji
like,
and
okay, I
Luffy.
understand.
We have to go
That's
back to
getting
the
my
whole
problem.
argument
I'm trying to get my
as far as
problem.
Like
the
the context matters though, because like yeah, you did predict that like someone was gonna try to poison the cake, but like it
I
was in
said
such a
Capone.
different context. Like if I predict that Sparrow is gonna.
But look, this is something. It wasn't limited to like the whole like nah, you're not gonna do this, like even Sanji's like yo Sanji's like look, you're welcome to assassinate her after. And I said the same thing. I'm like yo, Luffy will be like, you know, if you want to take her out a different way you can, but I'm not gonna let you poison. So it's pretty much the same thing. Like as far as who did it, doesn't really matter. It could have been Luffy, it could have been Sanji, but I was close. It was Luffy. Sanji's still on the crew. Sanji still like the
feel
message.
like we had this argument back then
No, but
when
my
hold on, when they were about to shoot the rocket launches, right? And then this got brought up again.
That's what I was gonna.
And
That's what I was
like,
gonna ask.
why didn't Luffy stop that, right? Why didn't Luffy stop that? That's what he asked you.
No. The rocket launcher thing. The rocket launcher thing wasn't enough. Like this like
What do you
so
mean?
so at least because
It was poison. They was trying to kill her with the rocket launcher.
No. But see, look, even this, it's like yo, it's real, yo. You know what I mean? That's how you know, like great, but like people, they just like they're not trying to get in anything. Like I feel like, you know, if
that's how you do great.
because it's me. Like if I was Roger based, right? It would have been like, yo, Roger, yo, yeah, Roger, yo, you're right. You did claim that. So look, the thing with the bullets, right?
I wouldn't have said that. I was like, nah, bro.
They praise Roger for other theories that like wasn't even as close as this. You know what I mean? Not all the time, and I'm not trying to say like it's like fake all the time, but like so check this out. The thing with the poison, right? The poison launcher.
This guy got flexible theories.
A weapon is a weapon. You know what I mean? She has time to avoid it, to block whatever. But this is like, you're gonna buy cake? You know what I mean? Like really, fam? Like you trying to give it up like that? Like Capone is right though. That's what you do. You poison the cake and you kill a Yonko. You know what I mean? But Sanji's like, nah, man, out of passion, which is what I said about Luffy. But so my only wrong in my theory was that like Sanji's passion for cooking outweighs Luffy's passion to do the right thing. But somebody still had the passion to argue with Capone about it. So like my theory is a little. So look, put it like this: I'm happy with the 80% theory.
You know what's funny?
But hold on,
I'm gonna go back and check this. Check out this argument. I'm gonna go back and check it out.
Didn't Sanji was like, you want to, or just let her eat the cake? Don't fuck with the cake.
Yeah.
So like, he's not beyond him. He's not beyond Capone still poisoning her. He's just like, just don't do it with my shit.
No, listen, look, how you take the enemy out. Look, how you take the enemy out is different. But all of this was explained. All this was explained to my theory or whatever. Then at the same time, too, I had music and stuff, so it's a fun theory and stuff to look at. But
no. The thing is, I'm gonna go back. We're gonna see that whole discussion as far as like the not like this. I remember that stream. Yeah. Where it's like.
But I have a like, it's better to just check out the theory that I made because and all you're gonna do is gonna laugh. You know what I mean? That's what's gonna happen. Like if you go to your stream, you're just gonna hear me bring it up, and you're just gonna hear y'all laughing at it. You know what I mean? If you wanna
no, because I want to hear the exact arguments. That like, why was it brought up?
Yeah, because in my opinion, I think the arguments are more important than the actual theory.
Yeah.
Like the reason why you have
like, how did we get there?
I want the theory's correct though. You know what I mean? It's not like and this too. I don't know why y'all think that. Like y'all think that y'all say things, and then I'm like, I got this Luffy and Capone. They're gonna be arguing over whether or not to take Big Mama. But that's not why I made it. I made it because of like the information I took from the story. So you know what I mean? I'm like, yo, I could see Luffy's character that like, you know, he's not gonna.
I think we were talking about character traits, and as far as like Luffy stopping Big Mom going down.
Yeah, like
I think that's what the discussion was around.
I remember watching it, and it was just like as far as I remember, like just going, I could be wrong, but like the argument was just like, Luffy's the type of character that wants to like take a Yonko down like by itself. He's not
Right.
gonna be like, oh, like,
Yes.
but at the end of the day, he was okay with them shooting the fucking rocket launchers,
Yeah.
and then they was okay with like them
The
messing
rocket
with
launchers.
the fucking the pictures, the weaken their skin.
The rocket launcher thing, right? So look, I got a gun, right?
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot you, right?
All right.
So what might happen? You're gonna get hurt, right?
Put the gun down.
Right. So look,
Understood.
I have a poison rocket launcher gun. It's gonna be the same thing. So that's different. But with the cake, I mean, with the cake, it's like nah. This is
Wait, what?
I just think he just wanted to tell me he was gonna shoot me.
Wait, Ty, he brought up the rocket launchers and the gun, and it's like you just went back to the cake.
Look, what I'm trying to say is I'm pretty sure that like, and this is still a gun, like a rocket launcher. You know what I mean? Like it's not like they sprayed poison at her. So it's like, at that point, like if somebody got you at gunpoint and they're like, yo, we can kill you by bullets, or we can kill you by poison rocket launcher. It doesn't matter. Pick your poison. You're gonna die. You know what I mean? So it's one of those type of things.
My thing, this is all I'm saying.
He's not gonna say, Ben Beckman, no, don't shoot Kizaru. He's not. But as far as which is what I said, like some type of underhanded thing. The rocket launchers wasn't underhanded enough. You know what I mean? But the cake is like Sanji's like, nah, you're not gonna do that, Capone.
Well,
Don't
that's
think-
just okay. This
over.
is my thing, bro. Like, okay, so, like, I guess, so you were saying that like Luffy.
And I'm the same way. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna let somebody do something too crazy. You know what I mean? Like some things I'm okay with because
So you were saying like it's in Luffy's character to be like, nah, like we don't want to do anything underhanded.
Yeah, but keep in mind that like to say that the poison rocket launches like that's not underhanded enough. That doesn't.
Didn't he just snatch a bitch out the mirror and run away?
That's not so you're just trying to make a joke out of what I'm saying. You can do that.
I'm really not.
That's not underhanded though. They're pirates. Like when Shanks
How
had
can
the
you say that's
people-
not
So if they're
underhanded?
pirates, then
pirates.
everything they're doing is underhanded.
That's not true because that doesn't explain. So look, so your theory messes up when this current type of stuff. And what is Sanji doing?
Yo, real
Kinda
quick,
counting me
what's
so
the
hard
fucking
that
idea? What are we talking
won't
about?
argue
I
enough.
don't even know.
What? I literally lost track. What the fuck are we talking about?
Hey, what's up, Matt?
We're talking about how like pretty much like what Sanji's doing, where Sanji's like, look, Capone, you're not gonna do this. If you want to assassinate her after, that you could do that, but you're not gonna poison the cake and take her out that way. But we're not
Matt, hop in here.
my
So
pride
we're
as a
gonna
chef.
talk about things we already know about Sanji, where he doesn't want people messing with his food.
Yeah, that was like that's just
No, but
that's
still,
just
but at
something
the same
more.
time, so look, this just happens to be Sanji doing it. Luffy would have did the same thing. Luffy would have been like, whoa, like, nah, we're not gonna let her eat poison, and take her out that way. That's not like, so put it like this: you get no props for that. You know what I mean? Like, look how manly Luffy is. Like, look how manly he's fighting Katakuri. Look how he's like, yo, Katakuri's like, yo, you come back, and he's like, yeah, like I came back or whatever. When this is over, his bounty's gonna get boosted. He's gonna be like the real deal. Luffy doesn't want like to be like, oh, he's the scumbag that poisoned Big Mom or by cake and all this other stuff like that. He doesn't want to do that. So I'm talking about that. Like, Sanji would have did it. Luffy would have did it. Y'all see Zoro didn't even want to cut Monet. He like kind of like scared her. These are still good guys, even though they're pirates. So they're not gonna do certain type of things. And I'm glad. Look, I rather the people in the stream disagree with me because the people in the comments know what's up. You know what I mean? So that just makes it even better. You know what I mean?
Wait, what does that mean?
Yeah, I don't even know how you bring that up.
That the support in the stream is low, but the people in the comments, they'd be like, yo, Ty, you did have that theory. Yo, Ty, you was right. Why Luffy? But yo, that theory was on point. You know what I mean? Which I
You
appreciate.
just said
that.
the people in the comments weren't smart.
Yeah, somebody said low key. He just called us dumb.
So even that, you could say that I said that they're not smart, but now they're
They're
just
also
trying
the-
to like.
Always
They're just trying to like make y'all don't like me. At the same time, I don't care. Y'all
What?
cannot
You
like me.
just said that.
Hey, Brago, Matt trying to holler at you.
Ty, I don't know
In the
why,
chat.
but like,
You hate me. That doesn't really matter.
Ty, I don't know why you always like do this, man.
No. Do what? I'm not doing that at the same. So put it like this. So just because
Ty, you always
listen, I'm gonna put
literally
people
on
I'm
a
gonna say-
streaming basis. You
I'm gonna
will
say-
mock our intelligence and then
gonna
make
say
fun
the
of the
truth.
chat.
I'm gonna say the
Don't
truth.
do
I don't
that.
care how you. Well, I got subscribers. I got people who like me, so it doesn't matter. Like I don't have to be nice.
Yeah, Ty, that's not what this is about, bro. Like what?
No. But listen, but you just said that. Like I don't have to be nice to every single person in order. Like that's fake.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, you're
Well, I
saying
said-
you're not doing things, but you're doing exactly what you're saying you're not doing.
All I'm saying to y'all in the comments is that I think, you know what I mean, that a lot of y'all underrated Big Mom like that because she's a girl and because she's fat. You know what I mean? That's all I said. I didn't. So now look, as far as the theory concerned, like, I don't have to like me. I can be like, yo, Ty is a jerk, but you know what? He got that theory correct. That's beside the fact. Now, if y'all want to be like, oh, well, yeah, Ty was right, but he's so mean, we're not gonna give him his props and do that. I don't really care. But you know what I mean. But not everybody in the comments is like that. You know what I mean. Some of y'all,
So
You
Ty,
know
you think
you
we're
care because you talk about it every stream.
just like when I was like, yo, I'm not impressed with Judge combat skills when he fought Sanji. He has to be a scientist or something like that. He has to be like head of the science in German. And then later, y'all came on my channel like, yo, Ty, did you see it? Yo, Judge is a scientist.
But
I'm
Ty,
like,
I feel like when you don't like a character because a lot of people are hyping this character up, you go out of your way to discredit this character.
no, I don't. I could give an F, which I think about the character. Like how you personally feel about
I mean,
it.
obviously
Like
you
Brago's
can
my
because
friend.
you said
Brago's cool.
first of all,
but how
obviously
much
you can
Brago
because
likes.
you said
Hey,
Sanji's
Yo,
over Katakuri.
it's funny that you say that, Brago.
Yeah.
Matt, real quick, I just gotta say this real quick. I was going through Ty's theories to find this theory that he's talking about, and I see Katakuri is trash theory confirmed.
Right. What? That's what I'm saying. You go out of your way to discredit the character.
Like every chapter, I'm like, yeah, because that theory is like, yo, he really like. Keep in mind, like you gotta check the theory out. Don't let the word trash is just like I'm replacing Underwoman with trash. You know what I mean? Like just to like in your face. You know what I mean? But like he's been Underwoman. You know what I mean?
Yo, what up,
Katakuri is
Matt?
underwhelming.
Yeah.
Yo,
confirmed.
what's good?
Hey, what's good,
what's
bruh?
good,
Yo, what's up?
everybody?
It was good, Matt.
Yo, man. What is going on, bro?
Hey, don't you got to go to work in a little bit?
Yeah, nigga, I do. I'm
Oh,
up.
you're a real one then.
Yeah, I just got done running, man. But what's up?
Hey,
How are y'all? How are
My
y'all
girl,
feeling?
nigga.
Chilling,
Good.
man.
What's up?
Chilling, bro. How
Feeling
you
good,
been? It's
feeling
been a
great.
minute. I was like, yo, what the hell has Matt been?
and where has Matt been?
I saw
Oh, yeah,
some on
bro.
Twitter about
I
you got a new
started-
job and
I-
stuff. So
But yeah, so
Yeah.
Fruit,
Hold on,
that's
Ty,
Started a
hold
new
on.
job and shit.
the category trash one. I'm proud of
Hey,
that
Ty,
theory.
hold on.
Like,
Matt was giving us an update. Hold on.
Nah, I started I started a new job, bro. And like the hours are crazy. I go to work at like 7 in the morning and I get off at like 6. So I've just been trying to find a way to like do like content. And I'm probably gonna have to go back to like doing videos, bro, like discussions and shit. So that's kind of funny because I don't want to do videos, but I'm gonna have to. And then I'm gonna do a stream tonight. Are you streaming tonight? Because I don't want to interfere with that.
I don't know, bro.
Hey, well,
Probably not.
Hey, whoever
Probably not.
whoever
with
do,
that
I'm down.
answer.
Yeah, if you do, I jump in. But whatever, it doesn't matter.
You know how that shit go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. But nah, man. Everybody been on my ass talking about where the fuck have you been at? We need that. We need that live reaction.
I'm
And
dead.
Yeah, get it done, bro.
yeah.
But nah, what do you think about the chapter though?
Okay, so the last chapter when I was reading 888, right? Whenever Big Mom was all skinny and shit,
Yeah.
I thought to myself, I was like, yo, that's gonna be bad for the Straw Hats because she's looking like she's getting skinnier, she's gonna be more mobile,
Yep.
like, stuff like that. And I was just like, man, that shit doesn't look good for them because she looks like she kind of looked like in her prime.
see, I'm glad Matt was
like
just talking about not to cut
Well-
you off. We was just talking about people's perception of Big Mom, like that they think she's weaker because she's fat and because she's a girl. And even so, look, like you see how you just said it, that like she's skinny, she's more mobile and stuff like that. But they're going hard by like, no, nobody thought that. It's not about that. But look, I'm glad.
No,
Matt
wait.
even said
Her
that,
being
right?
more mobile, that's
It
fact.
makes sense.
That's
That's going to be the
though.
most people's thought process on it. But I just didn't do that. I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to put her
But
being
Ty,
big.
her being more mobile, that's fact though.
I'm not gonna take her being skinny to her advantage. I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. That's
But
not how
Ty,
I
that is a
think.
fact.
But y'all mad fake though, because y'all just argue.
Ty, what the hell, man?
The whole point.
What the hell, dude?
wait a second.
It took Matt B to come in here to say.
What are you
don't know
talking?
if
Ty,
you
come on.
heard
Bro.
that from the stream on
Yo,
We literally
let
said
me
we all
just-
agree
let
at the
me
end of
just-
this. We said we
Yo.
agree that Big
Yo.
Mom is probably weaker.
That's why the people in the comments is lovely. So lovely people in the comments. Who could
Yo,
do the whole
let
thing.
me
Like,
let me just get this off. Let me just
Go
get
ahead,
this
Matt.
off.
Go ahead, Matt. Go ahead.
So I don't think what I think is going on right now, right, with Big Mom. I don't think that she's necessarily going to be weaker in this state that she's in. I think that she's susceptible to more damage.
Yeah.
So
She's
it'll be
technically weaker,
easier to
though.
like it'll be easier to like land an
The
attack
damage.
on or no. She'll take an attack and
Actually take damage like her Iron Shield.
to less of a degree than she
Yeah.
did before. But I think her offensive capabilities are like through the
They're
roof
probably
right
gonna
now.
go. Yeah.
Because like if you look at the way that she like bruh, she's like dude, the way that she jumped off that damn slime thing was like how
Yeah.
Whitebeard jumped off the Moby Dick whenever he found
Big
out that
Mom over Whitebeard
Akainu
confirmed. Nah, go ahead.
was like fucking with him. I was like, yo, she's going down.
So I feel like under different circumstances, like if she could just transform into this form by will, then hell yeah, you know what I mean. But under these circumstances where she's huffing and puffing like that, I don't see that as a good thing.
I mean, the thing is, this probably was her original weight. In her,
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
in her,
I'm
like fighting prime.
yeah.
This is what I'll say. I think
that's what I
100%
was
she's
saying.
weaker right now because because she's deprived.
Because she's
of
hungry,
food.
right? Because she's
Yeah.
hungry.
But I think if she gets the cake and she stays in this form, that'll
she's
probably be
definitely
like her.
stronger.
Yeah.
Because at that point she's more mobile. Then she can probably take the damage. So, but Matt, go ahead. Finish what you were saying.
Yeah, and I mean, I think right now it's like a double-edged sword because obviously she's gonna have a drawback from being all tired and stuff, and she's hungry and she's salivating at the mouth and all that shit. So like,
She's about to eat
if you know, I still don't see her going down, but it's definitely like as this arc progresses more and more and more, it seems like it's more likely. Um,
I mean,
I don't know. I
Going
don't think
down
she's gonna
how? What
go.
do you mean?
I mean, like she might be defeated. But the only thing is that I can't see her being defeated without Luffy, and there's no way that Luffy's gonna fight Katakuri, beat Katakuri, and then go and do something to Big Mom, even if she's being in like this state.
So like what I think, and they talked about it this chapter, Luffy probably beats Katakuri, and the cake probably knocks Big Mom out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At the same time, it's not a hand-to-hand combat where it knocks somebody out, so the win kind of doesn't count, but it counts. You know what I mean? So Sanji gets his praise finally, or maybe this might even be what like boosts his bounty something closer to Zoro or surpasses Zoro because like yo, he took out a Yonko in a what do you call that type of way? Like not in a controversial type of way, or like a skill. But it is by skill. So I think that's how she's gonna get knocked out. You know what I mean? But when Big Mom, she's not gonna die though. When Big Mom recovers or whatever the case is, and they fight her in the future, that's when Luffy's gonna take her out. But for right now, I think they're gonna let Sanji let the cake take her out, or maybe even Capone takes her out. Who knows? If Capone takes her out, that's still good because like yo, Luffy beats Katakuri, Capone kills Big Mom. Like the bounty's gonna be crazy. The new favor's gonna be crazy. You know what I mean? Straw Hat's assisted.
Yeah, I'm not sure with that. As far as Big Mom. But Matt, what do you mean like Big Mom going down? What do you mean by that? No longer relevant in this story, or no longer relevant in this arc?
Yeah, like no longer relevant in the story. Like I mean, look, no, it depends. It depends on how, on the execution. I mean, because look, if the cake takes her out, right, and then like Stussy sees that, and she's like, okay, like let's make a move. Like let's do this. Like I keep trying to tell y'all, those fucking sea slugs. The fact that they're not in the watering, or the fact that they're not doing surveillance anymore, is like the biggest
Indicator.
no, not indicator. It's just it's the best opportunity right now.
But wasn't those
Because
Germa slugs anyway?
Let me ask you this, Matt.
no,
Why
they
would
weren't
world
Germa
government want to
slugs. Those were
throw off the balance they have right now?
huh?
Why would the world government want to throw off the balance they have right now?
Because if they see an opportunity to take down Big Mom, or
I hate when people.
Nah. Matt has a good point. It's like at the same time, why not? You know what I mean? Like we're never gonna get another chance like this. They do cause havoc, and keep this in mind. Like the whole crews have bounties, so like you know, it makes no sense to seek Katakuri, to seek Smoothie, to seek Potato Starch, but you have Big Mom vulnerable. Yo, capture her. She's locked up, especially with the Reverie coming. They're trying to abolish the Kai system. They could just be on some new stuff.
Right, but
like,
that's okay. You capture Big Mom, right?
Kai system anymore.
Yeah, I think people really misinterpreted this whole balance of power thing. Like, I had this argument with Theory, so this argument triggers the shit out of me, so I'm sorry if I get emotional, because Theory for like 3 hours on this topic, but like the whole like balance of power thing, like if the Yonkos go down, like one of the Yonkos goes down, it's not like the world government is just fucked now because the balance of power is fucked up. Like no, like the world government would just be
it's chaos,
The
right?
No,
Yonkos.
no. The thing is, Fru, the thing is that the Yonkos, to a certain extent, have a certain level of prestige and a certain level of influence that they carry on the seas. And so, with the absence of a Yonko,
It's,
some pirates and some things,
goes awry.
they're not checked. Yeah, they're not checked
Look at what happened
anymore.
when Whitebeard
So
died.
take
Like they had
so
pirates
yeah,
coming from
look,
all over just attacking these islands,
it,
bro.
Yeah, sure, but
exactly,
like,
And
yeah, but
the
like, it's
Marines,
not
exactly.
like
they have to dispatch more forces to kind of quell some of this stuff. Like it's like, why would you cause that
Like
yourself? Why
no. But
while
here's the
you're
thing. Here's the
perfect
dispatching
thing.
example.
No, no, no.
forces?
Here's the
Perfect
thing.
example is
If
look at what they
fucking
had to do with the Marines. Like Brago just said, you had Garp going and moving around, and I mean Garp does what he wants to do. But the thing is that you got all of these like Brago just said, you got all these pirates making moves now because they're like, oh, well, Whitebeard's gone, so we can do this, we can do whatever we want to do. Like they said it, the Yonkos are deterrents on the seas, so they
And
control
they keep each
things.
other at bay, like what OP Maniac just said, where it's like that's kind of like doing the world government's job, where like they don't have to continuously go against the Yonko, where they're kind of stalemating each other, where it's like
yeah,
it's
but
not
at the
really
same time,
peace.
like you guys say that, but it's not like Whitebeard was like, or it's not like Sengoku was like, Akainu, don't kill Whitebeard. We have to upkeep the balance of power. It's like no, they
But
just
the thing is,
fucking
because
killed him.
Whitebeard,
Like,
Well, the
if you
only
have the,
but the
it was a
thing
if you have
is,
the
message.
chance,
It was
if
a
you have the
message,
chance to
bro.
wait.
take out a Yonko for free,
No, but Foop, it's a message.
oh,
Whitebeard
like
No,
attacked
no,
Marineford.
but this is the thing. This is the thing. Wait a second. They killed Whitebeard for a multitude of reasons. For one, this nigga straight up came to their base and was
Like
like,
they gotta
"Yo,
do it.
what's good?" Like,
You got what I want. Give
bro,
me that.
you can't not kill that nigga. Like, there's no way. There's no way. There's no way that that fight ends without Whitebeard or
Yeah,
someone
somebody had to
dying.
die. Somebody had to die because
like
you know how
say it's
weak
They
like
that
not gonna be
looks.
like, oh,
Because niggas gonna be like, oh, they
I,
soft like that. Okay,
I
we
get all
coming
your
too.
points
and
about like like that thing where like the Yonkos keep each other at bay, but at the
Yeah,
same time, like if Akainu knows Big Mom is in a weakened state and that there's a chance that they could take her out with a Buster Call, he's doing it. Point
I
blank
would think
period.
I kind of would
we'll
probably make
see.
that decision as opposed to like his superiors. Yes,
Look.
yes.
This is the thing. This is the thing. We're not saying that like that. We're not saying that they wouldn't take the opportunity. I think that's kind of like what Brago's insinuating in a sense. Like, why
I was
would
like,
they?
yeah, it's like why would you do it? It's like with everything
Well,
is
the
the way they
thing
are now. I
is,
mean, it depends if you want to disrupt the balance. Do you want to disrupt
but
everything that's happening right now? Are you ready to do that? Are you prepared to do that?
oh, okay, but the thing is, right, is that um if the world government might look at it like, okay, well, we have somebody in mind that can be the next Yonko,
That we
Okay.
can control.
that or that can that could be a deterrent, so on and so forth. Uh,
If that's the case, I
so
mean, if they have a plan, it's like maybe okay. I can see that.
I mean, but like that's the other thing. Like another misconception. There doesn't need to be 4 Yonko. Like there
Yeah.
could be 3.
Well,
Yeah.
nah, there needs
The
to be
other thing,
four. There
I
needs to
don't
be
know.
four.
No,
There
that's
needs to
not
be
well,
four
true.
the other thing
because no,
is
this
like
is the
keep
thing.
this in
This is the
mind.
thing.
Like with the whole
Whenever all the powers were introduced, right? Whenever the powers were introduced, the three great powers is three admirals, then the seven Shishibukai, the Yonko. As soon as Whitebeard was done, they were thinking like, who's they were already having the discussion that Blackbeard was going to be the next Yonko. The same like I think the same amount of concern would be made if a Yonko spot was missing, if an Admiral spot was missing, or if a what's it called? If a Shishibukai spot was missing, because look at what they did in response to
but
what happened with the Marines. They did the fucking draft because they're like, yo, we need to
Yeah,
fill these
we
spots.
need
We need to
people
get this
ASAP.
like we need to get
Yeah,
this
sure, but
together.
like there's a
So they
difference
yeah,
did
but
too,
with
it.
the
right? Because the
Marines,
admirals are like appointed positions. Yonko is
yeah,
literally it's just like a term for like these are the 4 strongest pirates in the sea that hold the most
with the
territory.
But
yeah,
Fruit,
with
the
the
thing
Well,
is, you don't
admirals,
want
a
one
new
Yonko
one
to
will
get
come
too
immediately.
powerful though.
Like a new
True.
admiral will come right away with a draft. But with the Yonko, it's like eventually that fourth strongest pirate will fill those
Right.
shoes.
I think
And
four
doesn't
is
like Yonko
ideal.
means four
Yeah,
anyway?
Yonko means four anyway. But yeah,
yeah,
Yeah.
So what they
Yonko
would
does
just change
mean
the name if they
well.
had three?
Well, yeah, it just means
Nah,
4 emperors. That's what it
nah.
means. There
The
would only
thing
be
is,
3 emperors.
like I don't think they would change it. And then it's okay. So as far as what you just said about about the Yonko. It's the pirates that carry the most territory. It's not even that. It's okay. It's power, it's influence, reputation, all of that stuff. Like there's more that goes into it than, oh yeah, I got all these territories, so I'm a Yonko. Once again,
Yeah.
it's like they're ruling over the okay, in my personal opinion, the Yonko have more jurisdiction over the New World than the government
Oh yeah,
does.
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
I agree. I agree. The
So
Marines right now, they're sick of the fact that Blackbeard is a Yonko because he's an unknown, right? Where it's like, okay, what is Blackbeard going to do? Like having
Yeah,
Whitebeard
but
in power, you know.
Akainu already he moved their territory to the New World, and he's trying to get that control back. He's not about to let them like in the past they ran it. He's not about to let them do that right now.
Exactly, and that's the thing. That's why I've
That's
been
why they
trying to
probably kept
preach
Big Mom.
that, dude. That's why I've been trying to preach
Let's
this
say Akainu is
shit
definitely an
about.
X factor. He could definitely take that opportunity.
Yo, that's why I've been trying
another
to
thing too
preach
that I
this
want to
about the
say.
Throne Wars. Like I've
Yeah.
been trying to preach that, like the dude.
But also,
Everybody is going to be
also, right?
fighting over
That's
territory.
interesting, Matt, because the Buster Call happens, and say Big Mom gets captured, and this like
That's probably gonna happen because
this dormant legend. Hold on, Ty. This dormant legend out of nowhere. He's like, oh snap, that spot is vacant. Now is the time for me to make my move. So that is a possibility. But that whole plan that Akainu makes could backfire. Where it's like you taking out a Yonko could be more detrimental. Go ahead, man.
Shiki, bro, I'm gonna lose my shit. Like I'm like, bro, I am going to be pissed.
That's cool.
But that's another discussion for another time.
I wanted to say,
Ty, what were you saying,
Marines
Ty?
known for this. The Marines is known for having Luffy take out the bad guy. Even if Sanji does it this time, it's still Luffy's crew. Or even if Capone does it. Well, Capone does it, that's kind of different. But like it depends. But the Marines is good for letting Luffy beat like Crocodile, beat Doffy, and take the credit later. So they could have Straw Hats do the majority of the work and then capture Big Mom and lie and be like, oh, CP0. But they can't talk about CP0 though. I'll be like, the Marines captured Big Mom or whatever. Or Cypher Post Zero took out Big Mom, just to hype the government up.
Yeah, I don't. What do you mean? If Big Mom goes out, it's like
so say like if the cake knocks Big Mom out, whatever.
Yeah.
But like the rest of the crew is best they leave right now still for whatever reason. The Marines could still do the Buster Call and they could capture Big Mom and just take the credit and give Straw Hat give Straw Hat a crazy high bounty, but take the credit for Big Mom. Kind of like how Doflamingo was like, nah, this wasn't right. Smoke with it and take out no Crocodile.
I can see what Ty is saying because like, but the only thing, or why I don't agree with that, like about the Marines taking all the credit, is because of Morgan's. So Morgan's is there, and he's gonna report what he wants to report, unless Stussy
I would say not necessarily.
Remember though, Morgan.
Wait. Let me say this. Unless Stussy advises him, like she tells him, like, nah, you're gonna report this because we saw the dynamic and how that worked.
Yeah.
And how news gets altered and stuff like that because we literally saw Stussy tell him like, yo, you're not gonna report this. You're gonna say that this happened.
But I feel like because that happened, where it's like Stussy's kind of flexing her power. This may be an instance where Morgan's like, "Fuck that! I'm gonna report whatever I want to report."
Exactly, and that's what I think too. Because the way that Morgan's has like, bro, like this nigga Morgan's he was going crazy when he saw Luffy. Like he was like, "Yo, Straw Hat, this is big news!" like that, and that's what I'm saying. Like I think that because look, the thing is that Luffy has to separate himself from the crew, even Zoro, more than what he is now.
Yeah,
you think
and
so?
How that? Yeah, definitely.
What do you mean
definitely.
from the crew? From like the others?
So,
Luffy's pretty. There's still a vast difference between Luffy and the others. I don't know how much.
No, he has a point.
No. What I mean,
Zoro act like he's better than Luffy or something like that. So this felt like if
Zoro's attitude is never going to change.
No, not in that regard.
Are you talking about Zoro or like everybody else except the trio?
This is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the perception. I'm talking about Luffy's just overall image, right? Like yes, he is the captain, and he like in our eyes, right? In our eyes, he's leagues above, the second best in the crew, which is obviously Zoro. But the thing is that maybe not leagues, but okay, you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like he's above Zoro. Like we know that he's above him. So look, and yeah, I hyperbole a little bit, but so here is that the perception of Luffy is like people be like, damn, like Zoro, they look at Zoro, they're like, why isn't he the captain sometimes? And so if Luffy need or
I
Luffy
think that's more to
like I
Zoro's
said,
credit,
Luffy needs
right?
to separate.
That's more to Zoro's credit,
Huh?
but
I
Zoro
know what
has
he's.
like
I know
Zoro
what he's
has the
trying to say.
qualities.
No. It's not even just to Zoro's credit. It's Luffy's lack of reputation.
I don't
Like
know if
Luffy does.
it's
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Luffy has a reputation. Like
at
everybody
this
knows
point,
that
yeah.
Straw Hats are crazy. They know, like they know that they're wild. They do all these things.
But I
But like Luffy isn't for anything other than just the Straw Hat and his recklessness.
but yeah, but I
So
think
what I'm
it's
saying is
based on
that
like reputation, based on what you perceive a 500 million berry bounty to be, right? And when you finally meet Luffy,
yeah,
they don't equate based on his personality. When you meet Zoro and he has
they don't.
320, right? Zoro
Yeah.
has the prestige and the demeanor of someone that could be a captain of his own crew. And when they look at Luffy,
Yeah,
they're like, how can you lead these people? But Luffy doesn't lead that way. Where it's like, that's where they like mess up with like who Luffy is, as opposed to like the impression of Luffy. So that's why I feel like Luffy's never gonna change. Zoro's always gonna be that badass that like imposes his will, whereas like people are like, oh shit, that guy should probably
No,
be the captain. I don't feel like Luffy ever changes
Brago,
that.
Brago, you're right. Luffy isn't gonna change, but his whole thing, like his whole image, like because look, check this out. I think they had it. I think that Morgan's is gonna find out that Luffy's gonna defeat Katakuri first and foremost. So that's gonna add to the prestige of everything that he's done in Whole Cake Island. Because I say this, I say that after this point, that there's not going to be a time where Luffy's bounty like after he
yeah.
does these major events, his bounty is going to keep going up.
You know what,
And
Matt?
that's
I
what
think
I'm
I get what you
saying,
mean. I
that
think I get what you mean. I'm thinking
like
about
that
what I just thought about like Shanks and Ben Beckman. Where it's like Ben Beckman is respected,
exactly,
but no one would ever in
exactly.
their right mind
Like
say that Ben Beckman should be the captain over Shanks. Ever.
exactly.
I
And
get what
that's
you
what
mean.
I'm saying. Like
I don't think that's true
it's going
though.
to be no, it's gonna be to a point, right, where Luffy's bounty is gonna is gonna
It
catch
should
up
it should
to his
it should equal categories or pass it. Like he should hit
No,
that
no, no,
like
no.
no keep it like this, keep it like this. Hold on. You're it's like I'm not on no A to B stuff. I'm talking about the part that like he beat Cracker, he beat Katakuri, the damage he did, the guts that took. Like he it's not like if all he did was beat Katakuri, that's different. But he did so much that it's like he has to go to like 1 billion or
Nah,
higher.
he's
Okay,
not.
well, the
He's
thing
not
is,
gonna go to. He's not gonna go to 1 billion. There's
first
no
off, he's
way.
not going
You don't know
to
that.
for two reasons. One, it would separate himself too much from the other supernovas, and two, like, fuck, I forgot my other point. Let me
He
think
had
real
help.
quick.
But here's the thing.
Oh
I don't
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
moving
no,
that
this is my other
because
point. Hold on,
it's
really
not
quick.
like
I have to say this really quick. Like,
yeah,
if you
so
look at like Annie's lobby or something like that, right? Like, there's a lot of things in the story to where it's just like some characters should just have higher bounties. Like Robin should have a higher bounty. Luffy should have a higher bounty. Like just from all the shit he did with Annie's lobby and shit
Luffy
like
should
that,
definitely
and
have a higher
escaping
bounty though.
Marineford. He's
Yeah.
like the only person that ever escaped Marineford besides, or so, not Marineford,
And it's Slavi.
Impel Down
Impel
besides
down, impel
Shiki.
down.
Like, yeah. So like he's done all the shit, and his bounty is like not that
yeah,
high.
but
So
that
like
was
at
the
the end of
past.
the day, not a lot of that
Yeah,
matters. You know what I mean?
but that was the past, and this is like the Naruto Shippuden part of the story. So things could definitely change, and then it's the part that like if they've been not giving him his just due, like if they've been holding his bounty back for so long, it's about time that they just give him a proper bounty. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, story wise, it doesn't. I don't think they do it because of the story.
I think they
They
do. It's
don't
not that
separate
serious.
Luffy that much from everyone
Like
else.
so because I don't think that this is a good enough reason. Well, he should be 1 billion, but Kid is not 1 billion, so we're gonna make him.
Well, what about my
Nah,
other
nah.
reason that I
Listen,
literally just
yo,
gave?
yo, wait. Let me like he's not gonna go to 1 billion because like there has to be progress, and these 1 billion bounty
That's hella
people.
progress.
That's crazy, bro. That's
It's
crazy.
look that.
Who else is doing that? So hold on.
Ty,
We can go with this whole
listen.
crew.
You gotta think about what the story is giving us, right? The story literally said like the bounty system. After you reach 400 million, it's very hard for your bounty to go up. Like you have to
But this
do
is
something
this is but put
crazy.
it like this. I get what you're saying. I get it. I understand that. You're not telling me nothing new. But this is a Yonko's territory. This is one of the. He didn't do this. He didn't do this somewhere else. He went to Har's place and just destroyed it and wrecked it, and then like
Okay, and the thing is, Ty,
that's the
is
that's the
that
most.
he wreaked havoc at all three of the
Yeah,
world government
yeah. He
strongholds in
basically
the first part.
destroyed
In the
all three
But
first
of
part,
that's
them.
not the
he
All
that's
he
not the same
destroyed.
thing
Bro, listen.
because
He
hold
if
on,
there's
at Marine Corps,
wait,
at Marine
Ty,
Corps,
wait. If there is anything that is comparable to the stature of the Yonko, that was comparable in the first part of the Grand Line, it would be the three strongholds of the world government. Luffy wreaked havoc at all of them. He destroyed Enies
no, but it's not the
Lobby.
same thing.
He
It's
did
different.
a bread. I didn't say
Escaping
the same
Impel
thing. I
Down
Yes.
is
said
a feat.
comparable.
No, 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 no.
I
See,
didn't say
look,
the
look,
same
look, look.
thing. Wait. I didn't say the same thing. I said comparable. So
Disagree though, because look, Impel Down. I'm pretty sure Big Mom whole crew wrecks Impel Down. Any Yonko's whole crew.
no, there's no way.
Yes, they can just walk. Yo, if
Dude,
Blackbeard
Luffy
did
didn't
it,
have
Hey, Ty.
Luffy
what?
didn't even
Blackbeard's
have
whole
hot
crew
wheels.
walked in and got
wait a
shit
second.
on.
Blackbeard's whole
Wait a
crew
second.
walked in and got wrecked by Magellan.
it doesn't. No,
Exactly. Exactly.
No, listen. No, that's because Blackbeard was underrating him at any time. Check this out. And Blackbeard kind of has to get hit first for his devil fruit to work and stuff. So it's like
What?
that's not a good
Wait,
thing.
what? He has to get hurt for his devil fruit to work?
No,
What?
he has to get hit to try to absorb the people. Like when he fought Ace, if I check out this dude's fights, he gets hit, and then it's like the devil fruits start being like not effective.
That's not how his devil fruit activates, though, Ty.
That's what he does though. So put like
Yeah, that's because he's
hold
a
on, hold on,
fucking
hold on.
balloon. He gets hit by everything.
Like I just want to speak in peace. I go hard to try to like shut whatever I say down for whatever reason, but it's all good. Just check this out. Look, the thing about that is that look, at the end of the day, Blackbeard, I don't care what happens. See, look. This is the thing. It's like I don't care about the one shot when like with Blackbeard plus what's this guy's name? Siriu of the Rain, and he wasn't even a Yonko at that time, was enough to just go and impel down and wreck stuff and leave. So I'm pretty sure that like if Big Mom, Katakuri, Cracker, and Smoothie and the enraged army went into that, that's not a strong enough place to stop a Yonko. Remember,
Yo,
first off,
it was-
Blackbeard got past all that stuff because he
We're
was
talking about
shooting
one
together.
person?
No. Here's the thing.
Wait a second.
Blackbeard got
Wait a
past all that
second.
stuff because he was a warlord.
Hold on. Look. So y'all can understand the difference. When it was time to stop a Yonko, it needed to be the Marines there. It needed to be the admirals. All three of them. It needs to be the Shichibukai. That's different. But now when it was that at Marine Fort, Luffy he didn't play a major part in that because he wasn't at
How
that
did
level.
Luffy not play a major part? Are you Ty? Wait a second. Ty. Okay, you said Luffy didn't play a major part in it, but Luffy literally changed the morale of the whole.
But he didn't. But put it like this, he was not admiral level to like.
It doesn't
he wasn't on
matter.
that level.
He
No,
look. The thing is,
His influence was
no.
enough.
Ty. Wait, you listen real quick. The thing is that he didn't have to be admiral level. That was
more credit.
No. That was what the whole thing was about. They were saying that Luffy had to be taken down at that
Because he got
moment.
so much
Wait, no, listen, god damn it. This
Then a monster in
no,
Just let him talk, Ty.
dude, exactly, and that's exactly what I'm saying.
But that's not the same as
No. They were saying that this nigga had to be taken down at this moment, or he was going to become a formidable opponent.
But
He
that's not
did
the same
too
thing.
much.
That's what's
He
happening
did
right
too.
now.
No. Listen, he did way too much for him to just be a rookie, and for him to just be like, oh yeah,
But that's
like
not the same thing. He still
what are you talking about?
He still couldn't damage an admiral over there, and that had a lot to do with what was over there. All of the major battles and stuff was admirals versus like right hand men and like the top commanders and stuff.
Ty, nobody was able to damage an
This is
admiral.
not
What are
hard
you
to
talking?
understand. Look, this is not hard to
Damage an
The
admiral
only
besides
person who was able
Whitebeard.
to, I was saying, is Whitebeard.
The
this is
only
not hard
person that was able to damage an admiral was Whitebeard. So that point is like
No, it's not.
pointless.
That's just the biasness. That's just the admiral biasness that y'all do, which is a whole different thing. Look,
Who
was
damaged
damaging
the
an
who
admiral?
damaged the White? Who damaged the
Marco
admiral?
didn't damage.
No one damaged an admiral other than Whitebeard, Ty.
No. Look, this is simple. Look, it's a difference between stop him before he becomes a threat to like he's on whole wrecking shit and he's a threat. You know what I mean? It's a difference. Two different things. You know what I mean? What he did before, that's not equal to this. So this can be something that can catapult him to 1 billion. Y'all could disagree all y'all want to.
No, but this is the thing. This is the thing, though. This is the thing. You're You're trying. No, Ty. This is the thing, though. You're trying to put all of this, all of this stature on Luffy. Like Luffy did all of this. No, Luffy had hella resources on Whole Cake Island, which is why I'm saying
he had hella
there's fluff
resources at
from.
Marine.
Yeah, but like this is the only thing I was trying to say is that like because a lot of people bring up this argument a lot, and like it's not just Ty. Like a lot of people bring this up, but like the thing is like compare someone like Luffy to someone like Law. Luffy has done so much more shit from what we know than Law has
That's
in
a
the world
caveat though.
as far as
You
like
said from
threats.
what we know.
Oh yeah, but
Out of those,
still,
out of those hearts he sent, like who are those people?
yeah,
You know what I mean?
true. But
Like
at the
who are
same
these
time, like
people?
yeah. Well, I mean,
Who are these people?
we know that Law didn't take out any Shichibukai by himself besides Doflamingo, obviously. Like you know what I mean? Like Luffy took out 2 Shichibukai. But like the thing is like a lot of people always say like, oh, like
But look at Law's devil fruit as well. He
Bounty isn't
probably got
about
a
power.
boost from that.
Bounty isn't about power, but like at the end of the day, it really is. Like it matters more about like power level than anything else.
Look, level of threat and stuff. It's a bit about level of threat too. So
Yeah,
keep
like
this.
because I don't think Law like equates to like Luffy's feats, but
If this
I think they're
guy-
looking at Law where he is now and the potential of his devil fruit because they were after that devil fruit. So I feel like that kind of balances it out.
Wait. If we're being honest here, Luffy's bounty should be way higher than what it is. We
It should
all
be.
know this.
But what I'm trying to say is just because his bounty isn't an equal reflection of what it should be doesn't mean that's going to be like that for the rest of the story, and it doesn't mean that after this arc it can't be 1 billion. You know what I mean? Because he did some crazy stuff. And keep in mind that like in terms of level of threat, if this guy's able to like with half his crew in a Yonko and not a Yonko, if he's able to with half his crew in a another
With the help
supernova
of another supernova.
and take out a Yonko, well, that means like the Marine. Imagine what he could do to the Marine base. You know what I mean? Like it's
With the help of another supernova.
It's not. It's not the same thing. It's not the same
Can I
thing.
speak? Wait, hold on. Wait. You're not
Ty,
letting me speak. You're not letting me speak.
It's not. Oh God.
Listen.
Let me rebuttal to him right now.
Wait,
Like
hold on. Can I
after he
speak? This
talks.
is like his first because like
Ty, he didn't respond to your previous point.
no, look, listen. If he did it to Big Mom, right? What's stopping him from doing it to Shanks?
Okay, let me explain what's stopping him.
Ty, you're talking. He's not getting the ability to
Ty,
respond.
let me explain.
Because I have something else that I'm still trying to say about the Marine
The
base,
thing
right?
is, Ty, he's
What
going
if
to
one
lose
day-
the point. You're going to keep talking.
Wait, but the same thing for me. What if one day
And
Akainu is not
Ty,
there? What if
you're
it's
just
just
talking to yourself because we don't have time to respond to what you're talking about.
Yo, Ty, listen. This is all I'm gonna say. You said what's gonna stop him from doing the same thing to a Marine. I tell you what's gonna stop him from the fact that he has somebody like Jinbei who literally defected from Big Mom's side. He has a supernova that was a high-ranking officer in her ranks, and he defected with his entire crew. Then you have someone like Pudding who is on Big Mom's side. The straw hat. You have exactly. That's
still,
the thing.
but look,
Did
people's
you
gonna
hear
act
what
off
you
of
just
what
said,
they
Ty?
know.
Did you hear
People
what you
gonna
just
act
said?
off of-
Not everybody knows that.
People
Not
gonna
everybody
act
knows
off of
that.
what they know, though.
That's precisely why his bounty is not going to go up to 1 billion.
But look, for all they know, he went there with half his crew and Capone's crew and wreck shit. So they're gonna be like, whoa.
No, they don't. Look, Ty. Just like you said, like everybody. Look, just like you said, not everybody knows that. They're not even going to report wasn't there or that Luffy was there with half of his crew. They're gonna say the straw Luffy and the straw hats. It's not. They're not gonna make the distinction. Oh yeah, Luffy was with Brook.
Have to do that, was with in terms of how dangerous he is. We're like, yo, this wasn't even his whole crew. You know what I mean? Like
they're not gonna do that. Ty is what I'm telling you.
You're missing what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the newspaper reporting that. I'm talking about just like when it comes to how dangerous Luffy is with to us. Like they know inside knowledge wise that like yo he went there with half his crew and with Capone.
Ty. Wait a second, Corey. Wait a second. Or go ahead, bro.
Go ahead, Corey.
Look, well, you keep saying that like he went in there with half his crew, but like you still got you got Jinbei, you got everything with Pudding. You got the whole Germa,
the legendary Minx as well.
I was like, you got Germa, like he has things that like that sufficed other than having like the other half of his crew.
All right, but nothing's stopping him from meeting up with those same people. Plus, he got this big giant fleet and doing it again. So it's like this guy. I don't know why y'all want to do that. Like it's like certain things for whatever reason. Y'all want to downplay certain things. Y'all want to upplay certain things. Like to me, that's what it is. That's my opinion on it. I'm sticking to it. I'm confident in it. You know what I mean? He's definitely too much. He's crazy right now. He's the
this is what I'm saying.
Look,
we're not saying that Luffy isn't. We're not saying that Luffy isn't a threat, but you keep saying that. You saying he brought half his crew and he's doing all this stuff, but like he had a whole bunch of things to make up for him not having his crew. But he had other forces.
Either way, he's doing nothing.
And
Stopping
another
him from
thing
doing.
is like the whole point of this argument. I don't think anyone's trying to discredit Luffy at all.
At
Like,
all.
but
Yeah,
we're basically
We all
we're
agree.
basically we're just talking about like your thing where we're talking about bounty. And if we're
Yeah.
going based off the story, from what we've seen in the story, like Luffy's bounty does not go up usually that high, just from like a lot of this thing, like a
Dude,
lot
the
of the
high,
crazy
the
shit.
high,
Like,
dude. Let's
At this point in
like
the
for
story,
all
let
we
me say
know,
when
this.
he
The
went from
high,
100 to 300.
yeah,
At
the
this
all we know
highest,
that
the
like
highest.
this is the most. This is like one reason why I like this arc is this is the most dangerous thing he ever did because this is a Yonko territory. So it's like and with this being like the Naruto Shippuden part of it, things can change. So like he gets because put it like this, like y'all might think 1 billion berry bounty that it doesn't get no better than that, but to me it's like it's better bounty than that and stuff like that. So like he gets to 1 billion, but it doesn't.
Is this whole
We all
roundabout
know
thing
that
just to
there's
right
discredit
hand man.
Katakuri?
yo. Wait
Still
a
more to
second.
do.
Wait a
I
second.
feel
Wait a
like you're
second.
doing all
Wait a
this just to
second.
discredit
Yo,
Katakuri, Ty.
wait a second.
No, I'm not.
Yo,
I don't give a
Brago,
fuck
Brago.
about Katakuri. I don't give a fuck
No,
about
wait a
No.
second.
Katakuri.
Wait.
You see, Ty, I
Listen,
think you really
listen.
like you do all this just
I-
No,
to
I
discredit
don't.
Kat.
But how
Yo,
Brago wakes up every day like. Why did Ty do that?
yo, let me finish.
can't
Yo, let me
believe
say
that's
this.
always
Let me say
my
this. Let me
problem.
say
I'm
this.
thinking about that.
Ty, you really not look, Ty, you're really not saying anything by saying that we think that 1 billion is a threshold. No, anybody in here thinks that 1 billion is threshold.
1 billion after all
Because
that.
listen, because let me explain why.
I get why. I just think y'all
Um,
reasons. I don't think
Ty,
it
you're
adds
not
up.
letting him talk.
Yeah, you ain't even let me say shit.
I heard you
You didn't even hear his reasons yet.
Like,
about it.
okay, so 1 billion, right? We from the people who all have we seen that's 1 billion?
Just Jack and Katakuri.
Exactly.
One
We've
hand.
seen literally two people that are 1 billion.
That's why
And-
I'm like, why is Ty so ready to discredit like 1 billion Barry? That doesn't make sense to me.
Look. But to be fair, we know that it's a bunch of other people who have
Who?
1 billion and higher.
No.
Not a bunch,
No.
No, there is.
I
No,
can't.
it's a bunch
Who
of
else
other
has
people.
1 billion, Ty?
I can't say. Look, listen. At this
Like
point,
probably Marco, probably
wait a
Becky.
second.
Probably.
At this point in the story, right? There's more people that have Conqueror's King Hockey than there's people that have Billion Berry bounties. I'm not gonna fucking sit up here. Wait. I'm not gonna sit up here and say, and I'm talking to be confirmed. I'm not gonna sit up here and say, oh yeah, there's probably a lot of other people that have Billion Berry bounties. Yes, Marco probably has one. Ben Beckman probably has one. But those, wait a second, those are probably the only people that I'm gonna give a Billion Berry bounties to, other than Yonko, and other than Drag. Look, bro, the number two in the Revolutionary Army, the number
like
2 in the
600.
Revolutionary Army doesn't even have it a Billion Berry
That's
bounty.
different though. Like Sabo, like
How? How's that different?
You know what I mean?
How's that different?
Because look, one, that's not a Yonko's crew, and Sabo's just not that. Is just not at that level.
Nigga,
You know what I mean?
He's the right-hand man to the most famous man in the
That's
world.
the second in command
But
to
listen,
the most.
but listen,
Dude, no. Ty,
listen,
let
no,
me say one
listen,
thing. Let me say one more thing.
Because I'm just responding to him to about Sabo being Dragon's right hand man. Just because you're a right hand man, like just because Dragon's badass like that doesn't make you badass like that. Just because Brago has mad subs and then like we come
That
into
makes your argument about Yonko's completely irrelevant, Ty. Just want you to know that.
well, whatever. Like
Okay,
Yo, Driz, thank you for saying that. Look, Ty, the thing is that Dragon is the most wanted man in the world.
right, that's Dragon.
That's a fact. That's a fact. No. Your crew is a reflection of you. There has to be a certain. Yes, it is. It is obviously true.
So then Luffy coming in with the other part of his crew shouldn't matter with his bounty then, being with half his crew if the crew is irrelevant.
Exactly. Thank you. Like Ty, you're going back and forth with your argument, bro, and you're getting trapped in loops. Like you're getting back into a corner, bro.
Y'all are just at the same time. I don't know. Like y'all think that just because 2 of y'all say it or 3 of y'all say it or 4 of y'all, it makes it right. That doesn't help your argument. Like to put it like
Ty, go look at the comment section. then.
But Ty, what I'm saying is like, Ty, like when Jack got defeated all those times, you were hyping him up saying, "Oh, he has a billion berry bounty, blah blah blah. He's still strong."
Yeah, imagine how Kaido was going to be if Jack has $1 billion.
Why are you so ready to discredit 1 billion? We're saying like Luffy's just not there yet.
It's not discrediting. Hold on. First, let me say this. The thing about in there. So look, like it was time. And Sanji wasn't around, and Sanji bounty didn't get a boost. It doesn't matter if whoever's missing out is missing out. You know what I mean? But whoever's here is gonna get a boost. You know what I mean? So that's that. It doesn't matter. Like in this is your own. This is for you. You're talking about if your crew is a reflection, Sabo bounty would have been way higher. So obviously, is reasons why Sabo bounty is not that high. But that's something else. You know what I mean? That like y'all think the wrong thing. Like y'all think like, oh, because this supernova's bounty isn't 1 billion, Luffy can't be 1 billion, or because in the past he didn't get this big of a boost, he won't get it this time. This is the worst thing he could do pretty much. And this is one of the worst things. This is like the top 3 worst things he could do, which is like wreck a Yonko's territory up like that in their own place, like wreck the Marines headquarters up in their own place, and probably like
yeah, one of the worst things you could do is destroy all of the Marine headquarters almost by yourself, and still not even have above
one
a
of the
300K
one of the
bounty.
one of the worst things that he could do
Well, they didn't even
is
have a higher bounty
shooting
than
the
he did.
shooting the world government's flag down.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
that's
I
not
think
He
the
punches
that's
Celestial
that's an
Dragon.
example.
yeah,
Like for real.
I think punching a
this is one of the
celestial
worst things
dragon
you
is
can do.
way worse than
Destroy
what
your
he's doing
Yonko's crew,
right now.
destroy the Marine HQ, or
But
like
the thing
do
is,
something
yeah,
to
no,
the
he's doing a lot right now. It's like probably the most dangerous situation
Yeah.
Luffy's ever been in. But he has a lot of help. He has a lot
but
of
it doesn't
resources.
matter. He's still it's still one of those things where like we could be in school and we all can just like have a lunch fight and like have a food fight or whatever like that.
Yo, wait a
I'm
second.
looked at
Wait a
as the
second.
main
Wait a
person-
second.
Wait, hold
What
on.
are we
I'm getting
talking
cut off again. If I'm looked at as the main person who I'm gonna get suspended like more than all of y'all. You know what I
Everybody
mean?
know it. You say if you started it,
Why?
Ty,
you said,
yo,
so Ty,
let me-
if
let
you
me
started
ask
a food
can-
fight, right? Yeah, you're gonna get suspended. But if I use my shit and I hit a teacher, I'm gonna get equal or even more.
Yeah, exactly.
But hold on.
Exactly.
But look, I'm not saying nothing about that. What I'm trying to say is that so like you see with Doflamingo how Luffy and Law got the same bounty, right? It's
Exactly.
not limited. Like I'm not trying to say that Luffy's gonna get $1 billion and
So Luffy's gonna get
Capone's
$1 billion,
gonna
and
shoot up to
Capone's gonna
$1
get
billion.
$1 billion too.
Yo,
Listen.
no. Wait.
I just said I didn't say that. So listen to what I'm saying before you like. So I'm not saying that, but I mean that like Luffy's gonna get that $1 billion, and at the same time, whoever else does something crazy enough to get a high bounty too, like they're gonna get theirs. I mean,
No, but see, this is the thing though, Ty. Your logic, or not your logic, is flawed in that sense. But you comparing Luffy and Law getting the same bounty. Luffy's bounty rose higher than Law's did for one, and then two, Law's bounty raised for other reasons as to why Luffy's
no, I
bounty
know,
raised.
but I'm saying like I said, I'm not saying that both Luffy and Capone's gonna get $1 billion, but I'm saying like Luffy can get $1 billion, and if Capone does something, like Capone can get a very high, like Luffy can have the highest, Capone can have the next highest, because like Brago said, like, oh, but if I hit a teacher, I'm getting equal to you.
But no. But this is what you just said. You said look at Law and look at Luffy. They both got the same. They both got the same bounty increase. They didn't get the same bounty increase.
Well, I don't mean no. But listen. So that's not what I meant. I didn't mean the same bounty increase. I mean at the end of the day, they got the same numbers. Like saying like they're both equal level of threats. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. So that like if Luffy bounty was like if his bounty was the same as Law's, right? Before this whole thing started, they were still at the end of the day because they felt like they did it as a team. You know what I mean?
No, look. It wouldn't have been
all the
this.
other Straw Hats should go up to like 500 million. Then.
But look. I'm making a great point, and by being stupid, I'm gonna say, or by being stupid or by being sarcastic, you're trying to take my example about Luffy 1 billion. You're trying to be like, oh,
I'm not being sarcastic.
wait, hold on. Can I finish?
Why people are so antagonistic towards you, Ty? But you're really calling everyone stupid.
Are you gonna do something about it though? That's it.
Oh, God.
Dog.
Yo,
I got it.
Hold on.
Wait.
Like the stream, people. Like the stream.
Yo, Brago.
Whether or not
Chris
Dritz does something about it, we'll find out next time.
Brago. Let me just ask one question. To everybody.
Yeah.
What was the most impactful thing that Luffy did
Besides
before this?
Marineford, but that wasn't his. That wasn't.
I would say
but,
Impel Down.
I feel like it was Marineford, but I feel like he wasn't the main thing.
I would say
like
Impel Down.
for sure.
Impel Down. That's huge.
Okay, I say punching. I say punching the Celestial Dragon.
Dragon.
Exactly. I say punching.
That's up there
Well,
as
I mean,
well.
the thing is, he let all the prisoners out of Impel Down. Like that shit was kind of crazy.
That was
if you think
crazy.
about it.
And then because of that, like Blackbeard took that opportunity as well. I don't know, man. Impel Down was.
Hold on.
Well, yeah, Impel Down was pretty crazy.
Is I feel like
And the whole
that
thing
doesn't
of
show.
Vankov, Crocodile got out, Jimbo got out. Come on.
Yeah, he violated.
Like Impel
See, the
Down
thing
was
with
crazy.
Dragon, anybody can do that. That's not really. You know.
But look at the
You said anybody
look
could
at the
do that?
look at the
What?
implications. Hold on. Look at the implications of that though. Just because he punched the Celestial Dragon, they brought a whole admiral down. They didn't bring an admiral down when he escaped from Impel Down.
The thing is, they didn't know where he was.
That was only That was only because they were already sending people at Marine Corps. Like,
Yeah.
if there was,
They didn't
if
have
they
the
didn't have shit,
resources at that point.
they were sending an admiral to fucking They would probably send an admiral.
That's what I'm saying. And this like presented an opportunity for Blackbeard to move. Like it was just like a domino effect from Impel Down. Where it's like so many bad things happened from that moment. Where it's like that was super impactful.
I forget.
But okay.
Be...
Oh, wait, Froob. Let me just say something in response to Brago. Brago, the only thing is, right? So yeah, I agree with that. It was a domino effect, but those things that happened because of what Luffy did undermined what Luffy did. If you get what I'm saying.
Get into Impel Down
You don't think
by
that's
saying
relative
he was
to
trying to help with the
impact based
breakout,
on like?
Or am I just tripping?
Say that again, Froob.
Didn't Blackbeard get into Impel Down because he said he was trying to help with the breakout, or am I just?
Oh, what happened was
Yeah,
he
because
showed
he's
up and they're like,
Shishibukai.
what are you doing here? And like they basically tried to stop him, but then he destroyed all the guards at the entrance. Just walked in.
Yeah, and because of everything that Luffy was doing in there, like the resources weren't there to stop Blackbeard initially.
Yeah,
So,
Yeah,
like,
they weren't really do.
Yeah, so it's like I feel like the impact is greater because of like what we know happens after the fact. No, you don't think that like that's like so that's like a moment where we're like, oh shit, because of Luffy, like the world government, they're looking at it right because this nigga broke into Impel Down, like all this shit happened. Like I feel like that's worse than like them punching a celestial dragon. He's like, they're probably like, yo, they deserved it.
He basically facilitated like all of the prisoners breaking out.
Here's what I mean by anybody could punch a celestial dragon. Like what I mean by that is that like to break into Impel Down and to free all those people, that took a level of like you needed power to do that.
Power, resources, luck.
Yeah. But with a celestial dragon, you could just get your punch. You know what I mean? And even with him surviving, barely helped him survive. But you know what I mean? That's not this.
Okay, but Ty, so let me respond directly, please. How many people have actually punched a celestial dragon?
That's because they soft and they don't want to do it, but Luffy did it.
That's because you said that's because they're soft. So, but you just said anybody can do it. Yeah, anybody can do it. And look, anybody can do it, but will they?
But hold on. Look, that's like.
Bro, what if someone just walked up and punched the fucking Pope in the face? Like what?
Or punch the president or something.
Yeah,
I don't know if everybody can do it, but will you do it?
A lot of people aren't getting that close.
Listen, look. So I'm glad you used that example. That's still something that's easy to do. Anybody can do that. You know what I mean? But as far as breaking into
that's pretty huge to punch like a president.
So you
don't get near the White House, you're getting
punching
shot
a president or like breaking out of a high
like
jail. I think punching the president is a lot worse than breaking out of jail.
No, listen. Consequences wise, but see, I don't know what we're talking about. I'm talking about like the strength to get inside Impel Down.
Okay,
I agree with Impel Down. I just don't agree how easy it is to like punch someone like of that.
You're talking about the strength to get into Impel Down. You making it seem like Luffy got into Impel Down by himself. He got in the fucking Impel Down because of Hancock. He didn't even get into Impel Down because of his own power.
Look, but at some point it came down to power because he had to face Magellan. He had to face the world.
And he got wrecked by Magellan.
He got wrecked.
He got raped.
So like I feel like y'all focus on the wrong things. Like it doesn't really matter.
No, what do you mean we focus on the wrong things? He got raped. He got fucked by Magellan.
I got it because I gotta go. Yo, check it out after. But Matt, you streaming later, right?
You know what I mean? Like mission accomplished. You know what I mean? Like he went in there.
Mission accomplished because he got Jinbei, Crocodile.
Brago, just end the stream mid conversation, bro.
Yeah, like,
you're never gonna get these guys to stop
like
talking.
the stream. We'll catch you guys later. Matt should be streaming later, so
peace.
We'll catch you guys. We'll continue.
Yo, peace.
I'm dead.